Look, y'all know how we do it on the West Coast. Another installment of Easily Rigged. I'm waiting for my
Yep,
counterpart,
yep.
Rigged, to come in. He should be joining. If he doesn't join, then we've been joined by an illustrious guest. Super late. You know how we do. We like to get right into it, but I would be remiss without giving y'all some sort of visuals because we haven't been here in quite some time. But you know, all of that is going to change. People have been getting a lot of things together in life to be able to deliver this level of substantive but also saucy content too. So we don't want to just hit y'all with just the average, typical run of the mill stuff. So let's commence.
Floaty, turn that shit up.
You are now tuned in to Easily Rigged.
Fire.
That was kind of ill, bruh. That was kind of ill. But hold on, before we get into it,
Silence all those who silenced me.
Floaty, turn that shit up.
you are now tuned in to Easily Rigged. I must say that one was pretty saucy. What you think about that, M3? Let us know.
Hey man, B-Eazy, man, you always come up with some good surprises, man. You know, I mean, look, man, I'm impressed as always, per usual. Like, man, this see, shout out to B-Eazy, man. For the ones who's tuning in, yo, your graphics and videography, man, it's on a whole nother level, man. You know, especially, man, like the work that you be putting into fire, man, for real. I enjoy it.
Man, thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate that. And that sincerely means a lot to me. So much respect to you. And I know M3, I call him the mayor, man, because he's putting in work. He's eloquent. He's able to speak that political talk, but in a way that is constructive. And the dude is hardworking, very creative. So shout out to M3, bro. So I try to match the energy. You hang with chickens, you gonna cluck. You hang with eagles, you gonna fly. So if I'm surrounding myself by eagles, then I gotta fly and soar above the rest, man. So I appreciate that. But we gonna get right into it. Shout out to anyone and everyone that's gonna come through, represent and join the stream. This is yet another installment of Easily Rigged, joined with M3. Shout out to Big Rick Slaps. He might be able to join us tonight. If not, we still gonna rock out. If y'all are in the chat, you want to join, you got something to say, an agreement, a disagreement, respectfully, cool. But as long as you able to stay on topic, give something valuable and substantive to the conversation, then cool, we can have it. Other people, they just kind of like to babble and uh, socially mingle or virtually mingle. This is not the spot, man. We like to entertain, but we're heavy on the enlightenment. You know what I mean? But also giving nuanced perspectives. And speaking of that, since it's only like 7 minutes until Halloween is over, I think this quick topic will be apropos. So let me get the banner right too. So for whenever y'all come in, let me see. But did you do anything for before I start? Did you do anything for Halloween? M3, do you celebrate
Yeah,
Halloween?
yeah, I did a little something for the kids, man. That I serve, and I'm not really big as far as like with Halloween, but this avatar that you see, man, is my Super Mario costume. Now, of course, like they had this a little different because I have the Cappy version, but I had to come and show the kids some love, man, and power up a little bit, you know. So it was cool though. It was a good time, like with the co-workers. Um, some like kind of got geeked out because I was dressed up as Mario, So had folks that wanted to take pictures and all that, which was nice. It felt good for a minute.
Got you. So I was like, dang, I thought you went to like Comic Con or something like that. But yeah, but nah,
Nah, I just work a calm.
that's even better. You feel me? But yeah, let me get straight into it, man, because it's a lot of heated debates. And let me just give this disclaimer because I don't want to hear anyone saying or even thinking like that we are trying to project our relationship ideology or views on you. Ultimately, people are going to do what they want. So please be advised that what we discuss is not political, clinical, financial, medical, nor legal advice. This is just informational and entertainment purposes only. So now that we've got that disclaimer out, we don't need to hear anyone whining and saying, well, people could do what they want. I think we already know that. So we're just giving our perspective on what we believe, our beliefs. You can believe something else. You're entitled to that. Judgment free zone, unless the judgment is warranted. But even then, take it with a grain of salt. So here is the visual that we are going to discuss. Now, clearly you can see the visual. I think the visual speaks for itself, but let's just explain. On the left, there is the boyfriend. On the right, there is his girlfriend. She looks extremely attractive, very fit, has a nice body. I'm loving the natural hair. The boyfriend says to her, seemingly angry or distraught or impassioned. I can't quite say that he's angry, but he does seem have a lot of fervor with what he's saying. And he's saying, you're wearing that to the Halloween party? No, unacceptable. Go change. Now, the woman is not saying anything verbally, but body language. She is speaking something with her body language. So, what do you think about the body language? Is she complying? Is she giving an attitude? All of this stuff is up for interpretation. So, before we get into the crux of the discussion, what are you seeing with this M3, and did I miss anything in the breakdown of this imagery just to set it up before I go to the next phase of the discussion?
Nah, I think you're pretty smart on. I mean, something. No, I mean, spot on. I mean, but yeah, like honestly, like what I detect, right? I see like a little bit of passion, but also probably a little bit of frustration too. And then based on her body
That
language,
was a good word too. Hold on,
huh?
frustration. Frustration on whose part?
Like okay, so the boyfriend is obviously he seems to be frustrated. I can't say he is frustrated, but he seems to. It's
Yeah,
just
period.
like the ridge of his nose or whatever, like the eyes that's bulging out. It's like, hey, maybe this is not the first time that she's going out like this. And in addition, the way how she's looking, what I mean, her posture, her body language is also screaming that, hey, there's a little bit of guilt, a little bit, but at the same time, she knows better. You know what I mean? The guilt only comes in is because she's been put on notice. But if she could get away with it, and if her boyfriend was a beta, she'll definitely have no remorse. And shout out to one of your Watts. I see you in the building. Switch gang gang.
Shout out to 100 Watts. He says if Shorty's shaped like that, she gonna look like that no matter what she put on. So it sounds like 100 Watts coming through with the cape out. You know what I mean? 100 Watts to the rescue. But I mean, I feel him. And shout out to Von Bryan. I would love to hear Von Bryan's perspective.
Salute, salute.
As greetings, peace, joy, grace, and abundance. Yeah, and look, I do agree. From the picture, she does have a very nice body and curvature. So if she puts on yoga pants, you're gonna see her body. If she puts on a sundress, you're gonna see her body. So I totally understand that. But a sundress, even though it does reveal the curvaceous elements of her body, it is design. They do put it in a classy form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wearing a slutty costume on Halloween, like I don't, where's the classiness? Like what am I missing with that?
Right, right. There's no class into it at all. It's more like, cultural ratchetness in this point.
Yeah, and he says, nah, no rescue, but you got to know when you pick her. Now, this I do agree with. And look, if you got the cape out, which you said you don't, so I'm gonna take you at your word. We need people to save. We need white knights. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be that, but like definitely need more of that. But I do concur. He knew what she was when he picked her, so that's gonna lead me to one of the next videos that I want to react to. That's went viral, but yeah, he knew what she was. So once again, if you get with a tiger and then you're saying, why is this tiger acting like a tiger instead of a putty tat, right? Like you didn't get a domesticated cat, you got a tiger. So a tiger is going to act accordingly. So using the correlation to the, let's just say, promiscuous woman, if you got a woman that you knew was loose and was for the concrete, for the pavement, for the avenue, you already knew this. So you tried to reform and recondition and reprogram her. But yeah, how long would that actually take? And I see John in the back. John, is that really you, or is that AI? Is that Elon Sin Different? Is that you? Send us a chat. Yeah, I don't know, your camera is off. But shout out to Johnson Different. And he says, why is class and Halloween in the same sentence? So hold on. You got to elaborate. You're saying why is class and Halloween in the same sentence? John, are you there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Okay, cool, cool. I'm gonna come straight to you. But 100 watts, shout out to 100 watts for engaging in the chat. Appreciate you, bro. But he says, why is class and Halloween in the same sentence? I don't want to insinuate what you're saying, but it seems to me you're implying because I brought up, hey, because he said that whatever she wears is going to be revealing because of her figure. And what I said, wearing a slutty Halloween costume is different than someone wearing yoga pants to work out or wearing a sundress, you know. And his retort is, why is classy and Halloween in the same sentence? Now, I get it. Halloween is a time to be fun and to go out. But once you take that element of class out, it's almost like you condoning the ratchet debauchery. And if you is, that's cool. But just as well as you would think that's cool, be respectful of the people that say, hey, that's not cool. Just like the dude is on here saying, nah, you're not wearing that to the party, that's unacceptable. So as long as you is respectful that like other people find that unacceptable, because class doesn't mean that you got to be in a suit. Class means that you're conducting yourself because you're a representation of yourself all the time. It's just like John or anyone. If they're married or something, his wife is going to be a representation of him. So she should, in my belief, I'm not speaking for John. I was just using John as an example. In my belief, people should represent people in the utmost with the utmost respect. When you do it with your job, right, people be on their job on their best behavior representing for the company. Then when it comes to your relationship, you feel me, you don't even care. You don't care if people is talking bad. You don't care if you go out the house. All of that stuff is a reflection of you. If a dude cheating on his chick and everybody know about it, that is disrespecting his chick. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So what I'm saying is people dressing a certain way just because it's Halloween, like what someone's supposed to give their wife a pass to dress however. Now if the dude is dressing like that with his wife and he did give his wife a pass, that's their business, you know what I mean? But this dude seems to not have wanted to give his wife that pass, and I don't think he should be faulted for that. But
Who you talking about?
no, I was just responding to to 100 watts in the chat.
No, you said this dude don't ain't trying to. You talking about somebody specifically and they wife?
No,
Who you talking?
no, could you
You
see?
talking about the picture?
Oh, okay, I got
So we is breaking this down into a broader point, and I was just leading that up to that. So are you able to see the image on the screen?
you. Yeah. I seen it. I almost thought you was wasn't we talking about earlier the NBA? Was it Joe Smith? I thought you was talking
Yeah.
about.
No, and I'm actually was going to get into that too, but this was just kind of like the appetizer into that. And you know, 100 watts seemed to have some different opinions, so I had to break that down. But I'll let you cook a little bit. And like when you see this on here, because some people basically, because I've talked to people on both sides, because I listen to people even if I disagree with them. I'm like, here, say your piece. So others are saying that, hey, uh this person might be a little bit insecure if you tripping. Like, so what if your girl dresses like that? Like 100 watts says, why is class and Halloween in the same sentence? So like you shouldn't really trip if your girl dressed like this. So what say you first? Just react to the thing. Do you think the boyfriend is out of line? Is he crazy? Is he controlling? Is he just trying to protect his family's image and the representation? Basically, break down what you see with this imagery, John.
Uh, 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 what I'm saying is, apparently the boyfriend is uncomfortable with what his per se girlfriend is wearing to a Halloween party, and he ain't feeling it. He just straight up telling her like, he's not comfortable with it. You need to go change into something else. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you can look at it from all different kind of ways. You can say, "Oh, he's insecure," or you can say she's insecure. You know what I'm saying? You can say she's insecure, and that's why she's choosing. But I mean, it's depending on how you want to look at it. Me personally, I just see it for what it is. I see a man that's uncomfortable with what his woman got on, and he views it as inappropriate, obviously, and that's just what it is. I mean, like I said, but people gonna have different opinions, of course. Some people gonna say, the opposite or whatever. But like I said, you can look at it both ways, though.
Got you. Yeah, so basically, I don't like to go too hard with people's personal stuff out here. People like to dox and get personal stuff. But I would just say unless people are willing to volunteer information, but I want to ask you, John, because some people only focus on the girlfriend aspect of it, but we're dealing with other people have daughters and other women in their life that mean a lot to them too. And
Mm,
a lot of times that there's the saying, hey, you need to lead. And of course, when you're dealing with black men, you get blamed for a lot of stuff too, right? So if you were to step up and say, look, I know how people are going to look at you, people are going to treat you, etc. How about you wear this costume instead? It's a little bit more revealing. It's a little bit more, let's just say comfortable, since people think classy shouldn't go with Halloween. This is a more comfortable, oh no, I'll say casual. This is a more casual costume. But then other people, hey, you can't tell me nothing, right? And then something happens where they get violated in this costume. What is your position on that? Do you say I told you so? Do you try to give them the advice beforehand? Do you just
uh,
stay out of it? It's just
oh, well,
society.
you saying like as far as like, do I think that that's causing for certain things to go down because of like it's provocative? Is that what you're saying?
A little bit of that. I'm essentially saying that basically you are will be blamed for a lot of stuff regardless if it's your fault or not, right? You're supposed to
Yeah,
protect, right?
yeah,
You're
yeah.
supposed to protect the
Yeah,
women in your life. So I'm saying, like, if the women in your life wanted to dress like that, like what form of protection would you offer essentially? Like, would you just say, here, dress like that, or maybe you shouldn't dress like that? Like, what forms of
what
protection
what
should be offered in those things? Because I'm just saying, because I hear a lot of times how much perverted people are out there, and then when you dress like that, it doesn't justify it. But like you kind of setting yourself up. It's kind of like
yeah,
me
you are.
walking around with with a handful of bands in
Yeah,
Eazily.
bro. Because look, bro, you don't want to be advertising, sending off the wrong signals. Regardless, even if it's innocent in your mind, it's not about necessarily how you see it because you're not in the world by yourself. So you got to think just the same way when you're on the road and when you drive. You could be the perfect driver, but you got to drive for the as far as for the other people that's on the road. Everybody don't know how to drive, so you got to be aware of the type of situations you putting yourself into. That's just like if you gonna walk down the blade, bro, and you got on something provocative, and then all these cars just rolling by honking at you and gawking at you and all kind of stuff like that. Like I said, that come with the territory. So it's like, if you want a certain respect, and this doesn't nothing guarantees respect, but it's just like, come on, bro. If you're gonna go to a Crip neighborhood and all red, you're not gonna you know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. People gotta just call a spade, bro. I mean, it is what it is. When you dress a certain way, you do you can sometimes and a lot of times provoke a lot of different attention and you know,
and the wrong type of attention that you may not want. And that's
yeah,
just simply why I was asking, because ultimately, they have their bodily autonomy, their body, their choice. They can do whatever they want. And that is true. But where it comes in is that you'll get blamed for it. It's like it was your body, your choice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying
yeah,
that
hell
people
yeah.
should, you and this
Don't
and
make it easy.
yeah, and this is for the different people in people's life. People may have daughters, people may have wives, mothers, aunts. And if your
Yeah,
aunt
I
goes
gotta, I
out
gotta.
dressing like that, and something happens to your auntie, they gonna look at the man in her life and blame, well, why didn't the man protect her? It's like, well, some of the men
Bro,
probably told her to not dress
what
like.
people exactly, bro, and what people gotta understand is, as a male, the best thing you can do is give advice as far as protection, because you're not gonna always be around somebody 24/7. So what you got to do is you got to instill a certain a understanding in a way that a woman should know how to carry herself, or a young lady vice versa, right? And because like I say, you're not gonna always be there, so you got to instill them things into place. And that's just like me. I got a daughter, bro. You think some stuff that my daughter gonna sleep in or walk around the house in, I will let her walk around outside in? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Is that you
certain
being controlling and misogynist?
that's me just being a parent. First of all, that's what I'm saying. See, like people get that, like, take that out of context, bro. It's like you can't even be a parent nowadays, bro. Like when we was growing up, when
Yeah.
your parents said something, bro, that's just what it was. It wasn't, oh, you're controlling me. I'm your you know what I'm saying? I'm
No,
your parent. What
now
you mean?
now they can literally go to the teacher and they'll like investigate, like, well,
Yeah, hell,
what your daughter said. And unfortunately they did this with like that gender stuff. If your daughter wants to say, hey, I'm a boy, they have people at the school that will affirm their gender. And if you try to say no, you're my daughter, then they can like call CPS and do an investigation and stuff. So even, look, whether you believe in spankings or not, like, we grew up getting spanked, and I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying, like, some people that you could lose your kids for that, bro.
yeah, you could nowadays for sure. But it's like, that's just the risk you got to take. Well, I don't want to come out the wrong way, but when it comes down to, raising a child to be, you know the best way that they can come out, you know what I mean, certain risks you just got to take, because at the end of the day, are you raising your kids, or is the government raising your kids? Is the school raising them? I got a son that's in elementary school, bro. They send me text messages every day about different all different kind of like programs and stuff they got going on, as far as like trying to, teach you how to parent your kid and talk to you about. I'm like, damn, when I was coming up, man, they didn't have like all this kind of shit. And it's like your kid already is at school for a certain amount of hours,
Teach you how to parent your kid based on whose standards?
based on the governmental standard, because these is public. It's a public. My son goes to a public school, so it's like, okay, you send your kid to school for a certain amount of hours. After you pick your kid up from school, they got all these programs and all these different things they want you to be involved in and stuff, which I don't mind volunteering. Like, say if it's like a field trip, or if they got a certain event going on at the school or something and they need parents. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, besides that, like, they got stuff that's like mental health now, bro, where they like, oh, sign into this, and this is basically what it comes down to, is the school overstepping their boundaries and trying to go beyond. Okay, we're already indoctrinating your child with all these different, this different information while they at school, that you really don't have no say so over, whether you know it to be true or not. The kid has to regurgitate this information or they're going to fail. So, and I'm not talking about simple math. I'm talking about as far as history, as far as, like you said, gender and all this different types of stuff that they trying to, put into play now. So I'm saying, not only are they there for a certain amount of hours a day, they're stepping past that and saying, "Oh yeah, sign into all these things." So that way,
So they
if you
spend more time with your kid too. And
that
then a lot of people, when they work in 2 or 3 jobs, they'll think, oh, it's the school, so I'm gonna pick up an extra shift. And they're like, oh, no problem.
yeah,
So
next
now
thing you
they
know,
spending 10,
yeah,
12
next
hours with your kid, you holding your kid and singing them a lullaby to sleep. They spending more time with your kid. They having more influence. And it starts off with what you said. Who is raising your kid? They're not just only
exactly
raising your kid, they're indoctrinating your kid.
facts. That's exactly what they doing. So it's like, yeah, like I say, that's just like the risk you gotta take, bro. Like, are you gonna, stand for what you believe in, or is you gonna let the world and being politically correct dictate how you run your household or your relationship? Just because you look at whatever it is, social media, and you see the average chick now half naked online, you supposed to view that as acceptable for your daughter or your wife, fiance, or you know what I mean? That shouldn't dictate that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, remember when they used to say, "Don't let art imitate." Well, you know what I'm saying? Like art imitates.
Well, they say art imitates
Well,
life.
you're right. They say art imitates that, but now life is imitating art. You see what I'm saying? It's like to
Correct.
that.
And
It's
and, and that and that that bruh, that's where it gets crazy because life is imitating art. Basically, you're imitating a cartoon. You're imitating
facts.
Pixar. You're
Facts.
imitating Disney, Real Housewives,
You're
BBL.
imitating AI. That's what you doing. We
Yeah,
imitating AI.
and it's funny that you imitated AI when AI was made off of imitating humans.
Right.
So AI is powered by humans, and instead of you soaking the information from humans, you're like, I'll just get it from the robot. It's like where you think the robot got it from. We are
Facts.
the source for the robot. And we continue to feed it and make it smarter every day. And you can relate that to anything. I sent something about a tale of 2 wolves, like a old parable, right? There's the wolf that's vicious, savage, that maul you and eat you alive. There's also the wolf that has the same capabilities, but it's very somber, peaceful. And there's a question: which wolf is going to win the battle? It depends on which one you feed. You know what I mean? You feed the good wolf that you need to protect you, it's gonna do what it needs to do to protect you. You starve it out and feed the savage beast, and you gonna see what we have in now. Bombs galore everywhere else. The savage beast will continue to prevail. You know what I mean? If the good people ain't standing up to whatever supposedly savage, is anyone really good? Right? If somebody come through just smacking stuff in your house, and there's supposed to be some good Samaritans in there, but no one tries to save your kid's life, are they really good? I mean, come on now. We got to ask ourselves that.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. You know what it is nowadays? I mean, too many people got to say so, man. Like when it shouldn't even be that, because it takes away the whole role of roles in general. Like I say, if a parent can be a parent, then what? A kid that's born is on the same level. They got the same. Like this. This is crazy, bro. Like that's what the law do. The law give children rights over a parent even being a parent, based off of all they got to do is say, hey, you know. I learned that I identify as this, and my parent don't agree with it. My parent that birthed and raised me, you know what I'm saying? They don't agree with it. So yeah, I want to report them. And then now they gotta get investigated and all kind of shit. It's like, man, come on, man. It just get to a point to where it's like people is abandoning morals, bro. Like let's just call it is what it is. If nowadays we in the times where it's like shamelessness, like there is no shame. Like, back in the days, and people always say like, well, the world has to evolve, and this ain't the old day. Yeah, I understand that, but it's like, why are we abolishing certain things? Like, why don't they, like, it's to the point where like, they want certain things to not exist, having class, having morals and principles, standing on, it's like everything is just whatever now, bro.
Mhm.
For the fact that we even got to argue that picture that you put it up, it shouldn't even. What is? How is this an argument? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, and
oh,
that's
he's insecure. Oh no, he what? I mean, this
yeah,
is
and
crazy.
then and before I go to Mr. Best, I also want to let M3 chime in again because I know he had to leave. But yeah, the other argument I heard is
Shout out
if
M3, Mr. Best.
if
Shout
you
out to you
can't
too, bro.
deal, if you can't deal with having a very attractive woman, then you just need to go get you an ugly chick. This is what comes with being with a bad chick. And then people will say, "Hey, John, you rap. You see all the rappers. They got a chick with BBL who dressed like this. Who did Kanye get? Kanye got Kim Kardashian." Like these are the arguments that are being made.
Even if she ugly, she can still be out of pocket, just dressing how you don't want her to dress, bro. Like it doesn't even come like that's what I'm saying. All these doubles, like what? Who cares if she bad or ugly? The point is, I don't. If she belong to me, and not saying like she's a toy or she's an object, but if she is in a relationship with me, meaning she's choosing to be with me. If you're gonna choose to be with me, that means you want to the way that I see things and the way that I'm not saying every single thing. No, not like I say. It's not like you want a robot, but things that I see as that I enjoy or I pride myself in. You should honor that, and you should take pride in honoring that. And if you don't, then you shouldn't want to be with me. And it's just that, you know what I mean. And that's okay. You can choose to be what you want to be, but if you choose to be in a relationship with somebody, bro, and you a female, it's like this new age, everybody's doing it, and all right, well, go be like everybody and be by yourself, because everybody divorced, everybody, what I'm saying, is a single parent, everybody is, and that's what I'm saying. Can you get mad when you
And
end
then
up like
and
that?
then y'all say all men are cheating. Cool. Well, then I just got the green light to cheat since all men are doing it,
I
right?
guess, right? That's what they say. That's what they say, right? So it's like, bro, what we gonna pick? I mean, people be want to pick and choose, bro. They be selective politicking all the time. I see it all day on the internet, man. It's crazy. Like,
Go ahead, M3. Get
Hey
in.
man, major facts, man. Look, man, I'm just enjoying the intellectual conversation between you and Johnston. Different. Salutes to you guys, man. And, salutes to Mr. Best. Marcus, I saw you in the building. Salutes to you. Von Bryan, salutes to you as well too. And Watch Watch again, salutes to you as well on the YouTube side. Look, man. John definitely makes like a good point, man, of like just the way how society has been like reconstructed. And I want to say deconstructed, if that's like really a word, if I could use in the term of like you construct something, but it's like you're um, regression in some cases, because it's like you're not really improving for like the better for humanity. It's like you're going backwards, but you're going back into a stage where it's like, dude, like it doesn't even make sense. Like, why will you give a child whose mind is not even fully developed, who's not even fully mature enough, probably until once he or she gets into the age of 25 or up or whatever, in their mental state, learning how to make really solid and sound decisions and good judgment. That kid could be like, one day, that kid could be like, hey, I want to be a girl for the day. You know what I mean? And then, because maybe he probably saw something, well, his other friends probably was doing, or probably seeing what was on TV. And now it's like, he's just into like the emotions of it. Okay. And as a parent, hey, I mean, it's our job to make that correction and that direction as well too, so they could actually have a sound understanding. But if you're allowing the child to pretty much be the parent over you, you know what I mean, to give that child X amount of rights that they can't really handle, you're really setting that child for failure. And then once you call CPS and now that child's away from you and you putting that child into the system or foster care or whatever, I mean, only God knows where that child will wind ending up next. and then that child would probably feel like he or she had really made a detrimental mistake by calling, the teachers or whatever. The point is that like I feel like the schools, or the system really has more power over the parents now these days. Besides like the kid,
Exactly.
'cause they're like um, they're pretty much like telling us how we should raise them, and you have to understand like besides like maybe a black and white type of thing, different cultures like the Asian community, Hispanic community, the Middle Eastern community, they have a different way of disciplining their children, and for most, it works for them. I'm not gonna say for all of it, but people gotta understand that like, hey, we can't raise our kids like the white man way. It just doesn't work for our children. You know, um, I mean, I know I gotta be careful of how I'm articulating it on YouTube, but I'm just gonna just flat out say this. You know, hey, sometimes we gotta bring ass whoopers again. Sometimes we gotta bring harsh chastising so we could get our children straight. Because look where most of them are head off to. You know, a lot of them, because there's like a lack of discipline and a lack of community, to really put these kids in check. You got these kids running around disrespecting like the elders and all that.
Bro, M3, I had to cut you off right here, bro, because that was a great point that you made. Because I'm out here, shout out with the football team. I don't want to throw the young boy under the bus because he's a great kid. But he's a senior, and the last couple games that he was working, they was losing. He got frustrated and started yelling at his coach because he was making mistakes, right? He got a little bit temperamental and then didn't even get to finish the game and didn't even get to play the final game, which was senior night. Played his whole career, but blew up at the coach, calling, yelling, and disrespecting the coach. As a coach, it's just like letting the prisoners run the asylum. Like at some point, you got to draw a line and show who's the authority figure there. So but yeah, you can tell that he was just allowed to behave, say whatever he wants, to yell at his mom. You call your kid's name, what do you want? Like they sound annoyed. It's like they're playing the video game that you bought them in the AC that you're paying for. You just drove them to get ice cream, and then you call their name. What do you want? Like, bruh, are you kidding me? Like, cuz, like it's wild, bruh. But M3, my bad. Finish your point, so I can go to Mr. Best.
Nah. I mean, honestly, the point is, man, is that you know we sometimes you gotta do things in a way that works for you. I know there's gonna be a argument for what traditional versus modern, but honestly, I don't even care about the two. Just do what works for you and what will give you the best results for your upbringing for your children. And that's pretty much it. Salute, sis, boss. I see you, girl. How you doing? Good morning.
Got you. Shout out to 100 Watts again, Six Balls, Marcus, Eda Man who slid through, and yeah, everybody else that's going to watch this on a playback.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Best,
Salute to you, man.
I'm gonna bring the visual up one more again, and then after that, we gonna progress to the next phase of this discussion. So it's been pretty cool. It hasn't been just only based on this one specific topic, but I'm sure you heard what we said. You can see the visuals clearly. We're just going to say that the boyfriend is annoyed. He says, "You're wearing that to the Halloween party? No, unacceptable. Go change." He has a very attractive girlfriend. Appears to have a natural body. No BBL. Looks good to me. You know what I mean? So Mr. Best, we already gave the disclaimer, people can do what they want, accept what they want, etc. But like, what do you think of this imagery? And I went a little step further because since we often talk about community and a lot of people, blame black men for uh, rightful things in the community and, unrightfully so. But part of the charges that most people level is, where is the protection, right? And there's different forms of protection, and one of them could be, say, hey, do you really want to wear that to the party? It's going to be drunk dudes there, or it's going to be some crazy Negroes there, you know what I mean? Or, man, I won't be able to protect you, or I'll feel more comfortable. Like, speak how this ties into like protection, and if do you think this is acceptable or unacceptable for the women in your life to dress like this? And it doesn't matter if whether it's your wife, daughter, sister, mom. Take it away, Mr. Best.
I mean, it's not something that I would approve of, but the thing is that in society now, it don't matter what I approve of, because people get to do what they want. So then that even matters. You know what I'm saying? I may think that that's whack, or I don't want her to wear that, or whatever. You know what I mean? But it don't matter what I think. You know what I mean? Because we have given away our morals, values, and standards to chase the bag. You know what I mean? We've given all that away to conform to capitalism. You know what I'm saying? So when you do that, that means your morals, values, and standards go away. You know what I mean? And once you give in to capitalism, you accept the bag, you accept all the stuff that they're telling you and how to be and how to dress and where to be and whatever else. Now you gotta take it all. You can't take bits and pieces of it, you gotta take it all. And part of it is that when you live under capitalism and you accept it, you don't accept liberation, you don't accept trying to be united, you don't accept trying to be a community, or the adults actually being adults and providing a stable household, trying to build generational wealth, trying to build a family. When you don't have that, then what do you expect? You know what I mean? The kids gonna be out of line. It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff going on. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. So of course, Shorty gonna think that it's cool that she wear that because, you know what I mean? Look at the society we live in. You know what I mean? If she's making money, none of what you say matters. You know what I mean? Because it's all about making money. So if she doing what she got to do, and she's stable, she a grown adult, and she a grown woman, she feels like she can do what she wants because society tells her she can do what she wants. You know what I'm saying?
How do you protect someone like that? Because that, what you described is some women that are abusive people, right? Like, you gave a description of people that may be close to you, whether it's a friend, a family member. Oh, do you have any advice on how you would be able, because they do, it's my body, my choice, they do what they want, right?
Fact.
How do you offer protection, or do you, is that any is that something that's even possible if someone is not willing to at least even acknowledge your authority? So what do you say
No,
to
if, they,
that?
if they're not willing to acknowledge the fact that I'm just trying to help them out and protect them, just like if it's me and I'm in a situation and they're trying to help me out, and I'm not listening to them. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm a grown man, I do what I want. Ain't no more discussion there. Discussion is over. Like, and what else? What else can they say? Or what can else can I really say to them to make them change or make them see the error of their ways? You know what I mean? Once you tell me that you're grown, you're gonna do what you want. The conversation over. There's nothing else I can do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna make you do something because it's pointless. Because you're gonna do whatever it is you want because you feel justified to do it. You know what I mean? You feel enabled. Once a person feels enabled to do something and they know they can do it, and there's nothing you can do or say to stop them, then that's just what it is. You know what I mean? If you have other countries like you look at it, if you look at other countries that actually have a moral standard, like a Nigeria or something like that, where they have a different moral standard, you know what I mean? That you can't do certain things, you can't be a certain lifestyle because they don't play that shit. But over here, it ain't like that. Over here, you can have a daughter, and she just turned 18, maybe even younger than 18, and she can tell you, "I'm gonna do what I want." And then how far do you have to reach in order to try to protect her? You gonna have to reach really far if she's really trying to do some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's
that's
a, that's what it is when it comes to living in a capitalistic society. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? So what we got to do is just try to give direction. You know what I mean? And just try to tell people, hey, this is what I believe will help you. These are the things you want to avoid. These are the pitfalls. Give them sound advice and doctrine, and the rest is on them. To be honest, it's squarely on them, and so they don't have to learn. That either they can learn the easy way and have you tell them what it is, or they're gonna have to learn the hard way. That's just it.
got you. Yeah, thanks for that answer, Mr. Best. And I'm actually gonna go to 100 watts, but I did want you to answer Mr. Von Bryan's question real quick, Mr. Best. He says, "What message do you think she is sending by dressing that way?" And before you answer that, like I said, to give a bit more nuance to the discussion, this clearly is his girlfriend, but when we're having a broader discussion, we're talking about protection and what men are to fault for. So imagine this was your sister. Imagine this was your cousin. Imagine this was a your mom. Imagine this was a coworker. All of them in the same, whether whether you are close to each of them, they all would expect for you to protect them in some capacity. If some drunk dude grabbed them, they'll be like, the men just stood there. It's like, yeah, look, he shouldn't have done that. But then now what am I to do, right? Should I pull out the cape? Right. So that, that's just a fair question to ask. But Mr. Bass, what message do you think she is sending by dressing this way? Or is it no biggie because it's just Halloween?
That's the slippery slope because Shorty may not even be on that time. You know what I mean? Mm. She might be just wearing that for Halloween and not even trying to send a message. So that's the crazy part about it, right?
That's
They
the
don't.
slippery slope. Yeah. Because
Yeah, that's the
remember,
crazy part about it because she may not even her mindset may not even be on that. She may just be chilling, just really going out to trying to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And she's not even thinking about that. That's how easy it is for them to just or for just people period just to kind of be reckless. You know what I'm saying? I've even seen, unfortunately, I mean, they got them streakers, especially in like San Francisco. I mean, you'll see a lot of people streaking. And for those who don't know what streaking is, people that just like run around naked. So, you know what I mean? So you'll have men that streaking. You'll have, it's crazy. So, like, but this, like I said, but these things are like they become so normal now, right? It's so normalized that people don't see nothing wrong with it. Some people are like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with her outfit, right? She ain't sending out no message, and no man better touch her. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, Amber
it's a
Rose
slippery
had the
slope,
whole
man.
thing. Amber Rose had the whole slut walk, right? Where they were purposely walking around nude and saying, "I can dress as revealing as I want. I can be a slut." And I agree, they could do that, but it's just you're increasing the likelihood of something to happen. I don't want it to happen. I wish it didn't happen, but we're living in a perverse society, right? People complain about it all the time, right? That's why they say smash the patriarchy and men are dogs and all this stuff, right? So if you know some men are dogs, like, does it make any sense, right? If I know when John was making the point earlier, if I already know this is a known Crip hood, so what, man? I'm gonna wear all red. What they gonna do to me? Like, yeah, you couldn't do that. You do have the legal right to do that. And if they, you feel me, pop at you, they shouldn't do that. But it's like, you know, you're increasing the likelihood of that happening. So that's what people. So if I'm trying to protect you and say, hey, bro, don't go down that hood, that's a notorious hood, right? And then you go down and you get shot at, and it's like, someone do something. I tried to do something by steering you clear of the hood. Like, now you want me to come and jump in for the bullets for you? So I'm. It's yeah, bit of a precarious position to put oneself in. But
But the reason that is easy is because, you know what I mean. Like, okay, when America came over here, what did they say to the British? Give me liberty or give me death, right? So until we fight to be liberated and actually have morals and standards and shit ain't gonna change. We comfortable here. We like it. We're desensitized. We ain't willing to die for it. So until we willing to die to make change or have laws change and shit like that, that's the only way it's gonna happen. Then nothing gonna change, and that's just what it's gonna be.
cool. So, Honey Watch, you still there, bro?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me just get to Six Boss comments because it seemed like she got a slight disagreement. She says a man can go shirtless at any given time and no one thinks twice about that. Of course, we know there are double standards, and that's the whole point of double standards. Double standards are not fair, so that's kind of the point of it. And you know, life is not fair. Fair is a place where they judge pigs and eat funnel cake. A woman technically can have more clothes on than a shirtless man. And because of the way society has sexualized the physicalities of a woman, she's a hoe. Well, this is where I think your statement is partially true, it's just incomplete. They sexualize society, not just women. You know, when you think of black men, if you go way back, where do you think the Mandingo warrior came from? If you think about a term BBC, it wasn't even a black dude who came up with that, right? A non-black dude came up with everything to sexualize a black man, the brute, right? That's why a lot of miscegenation laws got passed because there was fear of some Mandingo black Zulu warrior banging a pretty dainty white chick. You know what I mean? So there was over sexualization and objectification of men, especially black men, even to this day too. So just want to add that. And she says, revealing does not equal slut. It doesn't, but it gives the perception. And sometimes perception is stronger than reality. Like Dave Chappelle said, if he stands on the corner in a police uniform, some people are going to run up to him and say, hey, we need you to stop crime. He's like, what do you want me to do? I'm not a police officer. It's like, oh, damn, well, you were dressed like one, you know, so you're dressed like a slut. You shouldn't get approached. Hey, what's up, little mama? You know, dude's grabbing you. You shouldn't get that, but you're increasing the chances that that is what will happen. Honey Watts, take it away.
So y'all made quite a few points in this lovely conversation, and like I said in the comments, I have like a million questions running through my head. But just in listening to this conversation, looking at you, be easy. I feel like you and I had the same thing because you are a black man. You seem to be of average height, if not taller. You're at a pretty decent size in terms of weight. So it's easy for people, especially with your hair as well, right? It's easy for people to perceive you to be aggressive or a thug or a criminal or something of that sort. It's easy for people to perceive that of you. No matter what you do, you can probably leave the house right now in a full three-piece suit and somebody still think you on your way to court right now for parole, cuz. It don't matter what you do. People are gonna perceive you however they want. I do think the one thing that y'all did miss in this picture is her in that costume and him sitting in that chair.
So this is clearly one of these situations where your woman is going out and you staying in the house. What I think is important for men to understand is that your responsibility of protection still exists even when she's not in your presence, right? So in a situation like this, your protection needs to be applied before she even puts this outfit on, leaves the house and goes kick it with her friends. And by that I mean, what are you doing for your woman to be able to protect herself when you're not around her? Because you're not always going to be around your woman. You can't always be around her and protect her in that way, right? So, are you taking her to the gun range to show her how to use a weapon? Are you and your woman, have you been talking about, involved in, a part of any self defense classes? Are you teaching her how to defend herself? Did you get her a mace, some mace, a taser, something? Like, what kind of provisions are you setting for your woman to protect herself when you're not around her? Because let's say that's not the same costume that she put on when she left out. Who's to say that it's not some drunk dude that's still gonna see your woman shaped like that and still want to hit on her? She could leave the house in a teacher's outfit. She could leave as a nun, and if she shaped like that, somebody gonna see it through the dress. A nigga like me gonna see that shape through that nun dress. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how they go. What
Oh,
provisions are you
you
setting?
saying a
And
hundred
then
watts got 20/20 vision, huh?
I'm just saying, like, if Shorty got the juice, then anybody gonna be able to see it, no matter what she's doing. And that's
Okay,
the same
OJ.
for men. If, if a man has the juice, it don't matter if he got his shirt on or if he got his shirt off. Shorty gonna see it if he got the juice, if he like that. And it's the same for women. If she got the juice, if she like that, I'm gonna see it either way. Sweatpants, sundress, costume, it don't matter. I'm gonna see it if she got it. So if
Okay,
that's my
okay,
woman,
100 watts. So then just make the plain statement. Then you believe this is an acceptable costume, then, right?
so then this is the other part of it as well.
Oh, come
Why
on,
wouldn't it
honey.
be acceptable to her? Why wouldn't it? Okay, so here's where my brain is at, right? Any woman that you can find on the planet Earth, particularly black women, but any woman that you can find on the planet Earth, she can be classful, she can be educated, all of these things. But all of these women still got a certain level of ratchet. That's
I
just how they
agree,
go.
but
And your
just because
woman
you
is
got
gonna
a
show
certain
it.
level
And
of
your woman,
ratchet.
but listen what I'm saying. And your woman is gonna show it in different ways. It is like, and this is what I'm saying. I've I have been raised by women who are professionals. They carry themselves respectfully. They take care of the kids. Like, these are upstanding women. But there's gonna be a time or two where you gonna see them, you know what I'm saying, throwing it in the circle. Like, it just happens that way. Like, that's just how the fuck it
Okay,
is.
you're
Like,
gonna see him on a
these
headstand.
same
Got
women, you know what I'm saying? Even the ones like the most professional,
it. I'm a PhD.
corporate, all of them. They all have a day or a weekend or a week out of the year or something like that where they
Girl,
gonna go to Carnival, they gonna go to Black Bike
girl
Week, they
strips,
gonna go to spring break, something like that. Bro, it's going
freak
to
Nick.
happen. Your woman is gonna do it. It's going to happen. Like, that's just what it is. And me personally, I am encouraged by a woman that can express herself that way,
So
because
now, so
that
now
to
you're
me,
getting into two different things, honey. Was I want you to elaborate because I like where you the perspective that you given, right? So going out is one, right? Like, because Halloween, that is a typically one night affair, right? You have the Halloween party, people dress provocative, but then when you're talking about a girls trip, when that's usually a weekend, a week, or longer, then
so
there
let me give you
should
this.
there be no regulation of those outfits, or it's just hey, whatever.
So let me give you this. Today is a great example. We're here on Halloween. We're talking about Halloween. Today is a great example. At my job today, and this the picture that you're showing is interesting too. Because at my job today, there was a group of women that came in, and they were all in costume of Scooby Doo. It was a whole group of females, and they were all in Scooby Doo costumes. There was Velma, there was Shaggy, there was Scooby. Like everybody, like all of the females had on a Scooby Doo outfit, and the one that had on the particular outfit that that we're looking at here, she won't shape this. To be polite, I'll say she won't shape the same. Okay, so she didn't need to have that outfit on for different reasons. But what I'm saying is, if that's my woman and she's going out with her friends on Halloween and that's the outfit that she's going out with, my concern is more or less who she's going out with, not what she has on. Because if she's going out with her homegirls and she got on something that's provocative and a dude decides to press up on her, what is her friends gonna do? Are her friends gonna step in? Are they gonna protect her? Are they gonna help her get back to the car? Because if I'm not there, someone has to. So I'm more concerned with who's in her circle, who her friends are, than what she has on her body. That's me personally.
Got you. So that makes a good point. So I'm going to go ahead and
Oh,
move.
I got a question that I wanted to ask, but I have to read this comment if you guys don't mind, real quick.
Yeah, nah,
And
go ahead,
it
knock it out.
and this may be a little bit thought provoking, but Six Ball says that my partner's always been confident enough with who I am and how I dress, and I've always been reminded. Sorry, no, I've not always remained loyal and never got treated disrespectful when she's outside because her character speaks louder. Now, I want to kind of dab into that, right? Because here's the thing, Six Boss is implying that because of her character, right? Her character is overriding the potential disrespect that maybe some men may have. I'm not saying that you're dressing provocative, Six Boss, whatever, but I'm using your statement as an example for other women that's out there, who's probably dressing in a way that society will pretty much frown upon. So my question is that right? You know, do you think that a woman's character can override her appearance? She could
Yes,
look like the most, I don't know, sluttiest type of woman, but if she knows how to carry herself and she has a positive vibe and good energy, could that be overridden?
yes, it can. If she has on something that's slutty or is provocative or something like that, and a dude walks up to her and try and press on her, there's there's multiple ways that she can respond. If she picks the response where it's, oh, get this ugly nigga out of my face, now she's opening a door. But if she knows how to if she knows how to work that gas, if she knows how to talk right, she can be polite and still deny this dude and not embarrass him in front of people. But that's based on her character, because her character is going to be the only thing that determines whether she going, oh, who told this little ugly motherfucker that he can come, right? Choosing that way versus, oh, I appreciate it, thank you. I worked hard on looking good tonight, but I do have a boyfriend. I can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like her character is going to determine how she responds.
So,
Okay.
honey, wise, it sound kind of like you alluded. Like, are you saying that she should get approval from her boyfriend based on your beliefs, or it should just be her outfit, her choice?
I think that if you're in a relationship, there needs to be a level of approval. There has to be, and that's in every aspect of everything. You know what I'm saying? If you're married as a man, like if as a man, if you're married, you have the right to, you have the ability to, like if you got it like that, you have the right and the ability to get up and just go buy a house. You know what I'm saying? If you got it like that, you can get up and just go buy a house. But any man that's in a real relationship that is working on making sure it lasts and yada yada, et cetera, is gonna make sure that he sits down and communicates with his partner and say, "Hey, babe, what I'm thinking about. This is the house. This is the neighborhood it's in. These are the schools that are in the area. We're this far away from the hospital in case of any emergency." Like, if you're really trying to fuck with this person, then you're going to have conversations about everything. So if you taking your ass outside of this house without, especially if you taking yourself outside the house without me, yes, I want to know who you're going with. I want to know where you're going. I want to know what time you expect to be back. I need to know all of these things, not because I'm trying to control you, but if something happens to you, I need to know where to go. Where do I find you? If something happens to me, I need to know who to call and tell you where to find me. If you are really trying to do some shit, you have to communicate on every level. And what you wear when you leave the house, sometimes that's part of it. And me being who I am, I'm all about communicating. And if I see my lady leaving the house with something that I'm uncomfortable with, she gonna hear it from my mouth. If she decide to still go or not, that's her choice. I'm not gonna stop her from going. I'm just gonna make sure I tell you, hey, this outfit you got on, I ain't really fucking with, but you know what I'm saying? Hold your shit down.
How was that any different than what bruh did?
I'm not saying that I didn't say that what he did was wrong. I
Oh,
never said that what he did was wrong.
no, I wasn't saying that you did. I was just making
No, yeah,
sure,
yeah, yeah.
like, like, because I think we're all on the same page, but just adding different aspects to it. But I did see somebody else say give commentary that uh well, he should be lucky that he got a girl as fine as this because he's sitting home with a video game controller and it's and I know M3 might take offense to that because can't be disrespecting the gamers like that. No,
But
because
man, wait, but hold on, be easy though. But he's playing. But see, he's playing Xbox. So if you notice, he got the Xbox controller though. So right then, like I could already judge him based off his character. You know what I mean?
beta. Nah, seriously though.
Yeah.
But he should have had that PS4. But no, for real, because I did see people saying, and look, what type of grown man play video games? Look, when you look at the video games, they typically say like age 8 to 80. I know some retired army vets that get down on Call of Duty and they're in their like 60s or something. I know people in their like 50s that still play Madden and stuff. Now, I don't think you should be wasting your time when you have productive things that you could be doing. But after you've done some productive stuff and you want to have some downtime and you play a video game, what is the difference between playing a video game for an hour versus watching Netflix for an hour, or you playing Bejeweled on your phone for
Mm. And don't forget about that Candy Crush too, though. That
exactly?
crack addicting game.
The
Yes,
same
sir.
ones that be commenting talking about men playing video games be sitting on their phone playing Monopoly for hours. Get
Bro,
that
that
bullshit out.
it really be so all they is like I said, people be having different vices like, man, all you do is smoke weed, man, that couldn't be me. And I'm like, bro, all you do is like pop pills or you doing fentanyl, right? So you saying, oh, I couldn't do this, but you're doing something else. How do you smoke, man? I can't do that. Yeah, but you drinking beers every day. You know what I mean? Man, I don't do drugs. Yeah, but you shop and buy Jordans every day. You just have a different vice. You trying to shame somebody for theirs. Maybe we all should like cut back on something. But when you're trying to say, "Oh, look at him 3, all he does is play video games for 2 hours," it's like, bro, all you do is watch Bang Bros for 4 hours a day.
I'll just be like, nigga, all you do is watch Gossip Girl, and then you emulate that like in your daily life, gossiping about other people. You ain't got nothing better to do. Hey, look. Let me pass you the controller, man. Sit down and just enjoy life.
I gotta put my cape back on, as Easy said earlier. But now one of the questions that's popping in my head is, so like, okay, let's say for example, let's say just for the sake of conversation, all of us sitting here on this panel right now agree that that outfit is not okay. He should not leave the house. Let's say for the sake of conversation, we all agree to that. Now the question becomes, where the fuck do you set the bar on what kind of costume she's allowed to wear? Since now you opening your mouth and you telling her that she's not allowed to leave the house now, where are you setting the bar on where she's allowed to wear? Because maybe that's her favorite cartoon character or something. and that's the outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes if she's shaped like that, it don't matter what she do, bro. It's
Hold
gonna
on.
look like that, dog.
Hold on, honey. Watts. I hear you, brother. You cooking, but it's like you pulling the cape out the closet. You ain't put it on yet. You just set it on the bed right now. So I get you, right. So look. So I'm gonna just lay this for you, and I want you to finish, and then I'm gonna play the next part of our reaction. So I get it because I see chicks. They say, look, I'm gonna be a cop for Halloween, or you know what, I'm gonna be a chef, I'm gonna be a fire person. But every one of them ones, they got cakes out. I never seen no fire uniform that got cakes out. I never seen no cops wearing leggings. And I know it's Halloween, and you know it's fun, and it's not conformed to the standards, but like, do they have to, like, are the only costumes they can get are the provocative ones? Like, is that the standard? Because I hear what you saying, where you saying, where do you draw the line and say this isn't the standard? But are we cementing to say that like slutty provocative costumes are the current standard?
Yep, that's
And they're
exactly what we're doing.
okay.
If we talking about
We
Halloween,
just,
if we talking about Halloween, it's not like we telling her to come pull up and talk to my mom. It's Halloween, cuz like it just is what
hold,
it is. I
well,
mean, to have
hold on, honey. Why you never had a lovely lady in your life that you introduced to your mom and y'all happened to cross paths on Halloween? That's never happened.
never, never.
Okay, okay.
It
So
was
hold on.
unless it was unless it was intentional.
But
Unless it
hold
was
on.
intentional.
Let me ask you this then. If you did find, you know, the love of your life, or just someone that was just extremely attractive, and she wanted to wear that costume, but she was saying, hey, let's just go stop by your mom's house, I want to give her, you know, this gift. Like, what would you say? No, I can't take you dressed like that. Or I mean, what would be your response?
A hundred
Because like
percent. I
you
would
said,
definitely say,
regardless of whatever she wears, her figure is going to be showing. So like, why not just introduce her to your mom wearing that slutty outfit?
no, because that's not the. If we're gonna go back to perception, that's not the perception my mother needs to have.
I agree.
If we talk about my mother, you know what I'm saying? Like we talk about my people. Now, Halloween in a room full of a bunch of people I'm probably never gonna see again. All right, cool, whatever. That's fine. But my mother, though, come on now. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I asked the question earlier, when I said why class and Halloween in the same sentence, like it's Halloween, bro. Like we know what's up. Like you know what's up. Spring break, we know what's up. CIAA weekend, we know what's up. You know what I'm saying? All Star weekend, you know what's up. It's certain times where you just know what's up. Like it just is what it is. Like we
So,
here now.
baby, I think what it is now is that everything so hypersexualizes. Every holiday and every event is meant to be. We know what's up. There is no. It's like it's no safe zone for no type of no chill. Basically, especially like as far as it's advertised on the mainstream nowadays, because we remember it wasn't always like this. So if that's the case, then they're
You kind of broke up, John. I don't know if you're still there, cuz.
since out of nowhere, the theme for every female at every occasion is just to be somewhat sexual. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why can't a woman be? They can always be beautiful and appreciated in for their beauty without being like B-Eazy saying sluttish or perceived as a whore. I think that what's just happening is you know they've been a mass majority of them have been turned out by the mainstream media to promote hypersexuality, and I mean males too, because like if you just look at social media, a lot of the things that you see is all it's not just it's okay to have things about relationships, right? But the main thing is just sex, sex, sex. And that's
Yeah,
the thing, like, you know what I mean? When you look at that picture, it's like, okay, that's the norm now. So you got like I think it's Watts or what's his name?
100 watts.
100 watts, 100 watts. I see what he's saying. Like, we already know what's up. That's true. We do know what's up. But I think what Be Easy was questioning was, okay, but when it, okay, say it's not your girl, say it's your daughter, or say it's your sister, or just any woman that you care about, in a certain light. You know what I mean? Where is the line drawn to where it's like, okay, you're not controlling somebody, you're just trying to protect them from certain being subject to certain things happening to them. And like somebody else said, everybody got strong points with the same thing that we're saying. It's just looking at it from different aspects of it. But I just noticed that as far as like, all holidays, all events, like you say, all-star weekend, everything is about,
BET, the BET Awards.
yeah, spring break, like
I
it's
just seen like I for instance like Megan the Stallion. Do you ever see her when they don't show her sexualized and people be like, oh, that's just what she is about? Like I'm sure there's something more to her than just twerking all the time.
but
Ice
doesn't
Spice,
she does
literally all she's talking about, I'm showing my panties. I'm showing my panties. Ice Spice say that you see what Sexy Red is doing and all this other type of stuff. So what I'm trying to say is like, look, we understand. And I know Six Boss is saying what y'all don't like people wearing provocative stuff. I mean, for men would love to see women, curvy women that have cakes. Like we love to see that freely, but we don't love to see that set as a standard. There's a difference between fun and family. So if I see some ratchet and that's cool if she wants to dress and act like that, but when you start to influence other people that are don't have a chance to really assert what is what is right, wrong, and indifferent, then that's where I have an issue with, what I mean. And people and other people have an issue too, where they say, look, these kids already know about sexual stuff, so they should be more sexualized. So some people are advocating for these kids to do more, talk more. There was just a chick in the Bay Area. She got arrested because she was having these parties with her high school kid, and she was promoting that the kids have sex and was giving them alcohol and all this other type of stuff. This was a parent. They call her like just type in Los Gatos party mom. This actually just happened, but and nobody is surprised by that, right? This is not something that's new. So what I'm saying is like, look, we know that it's happening, but do we really want to continue to perpetuate it? Like where do we draw the line? You know what I mean? So
I
yeah.
also want to say some people got to do some. There's some brothers out there that got the juice, and they can see their woman leave the house tonight and know that she coming home. And when she come home, he gonna rip her right out of that and dig her out. Sometimes that's what it is. Like go out there, enjoy yourself, have fun, get your little circle throwing off. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit off. And when you come back, I'm digging you out. That's how that's gonna go.
yeah, I got you. And Six Boss, before I go into this, she
Six
said
Boss going in. She
she
said,
going in. She
what
shout out to Six Bars. She riding for the slutty attire.
he
She
like,
said,
I'm gonna have my gun on me.
damn, six boss with the banger. She says, having a certain level of trust and respect that your girl can go out dressed like that and handle her own because you, as her man, taught her self defense and to use a gun and to watch her back. Why can't she wear what she wants? So, look, it's kind of like this. She can wear what she wants, right? Just like someone could say whatever they want. If I get John a Lamborghini, right? Or you get your girlfriend a Lamborghini, like here, drive this, protect it. You're not going to expect them to be driving it around the hood and parking it in the hood. Why? Because a bunch of people are going to see it. It's going to be more prone to people bipping it. It's going to be more prone to a lot of stuff. Should people bip it? No, they shouldn't. But then people gonna be like, bro, why'd you park your car in the middle of East Oakland or St. Louis or Baltimore? You know what I mean? People are gonna ask that, right? So that's kind of the thing too. Like, look, I know that, hey, maybe my girl could handle herself, but do I really want her walking down the blade? And it's like, well, just because I'm walking down E14 don't mean that I'm a hoe. Yeah, that's true. But it's like,
That's
why are
what I,
you walking,
that's what
you
I'm saying.
walking down
So it's like where
E14 at 2 a.m.?
the
You're
line
on the
is
blade at
blurred.
2 a.m. because you want to get a Slurpee. It's like, okay, I get it. You want to get a Slurpee, but like, do you know where you're at? And then it's like, well, just trust me. You taught me self-defense. I taught you self-defense, but now you're around a pack of
Yeah, don't run
hyenas.
through the jungle with a stake. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, for real. You
And,
saying was right.
and then I just got to. I'm also
Yeah,
not a
what you
Slurpee. I
say?
never said you was a Slurpee. I
Hey,
said you might want to get a Slurpee.
she said, I don't want a metaphor to answer my question. I just want that specific question answered. I'm not a car.
So the specific question answered, it was answered multiple times, but let me clearly answer it for you since you didn't hear me.
It
Why
was
can't
more of
she
a
wear what
parable.
she wants?
It was more
No,
of a parable than a metaphor, though.
exactly. But still, her question was answered. Why can't she wear what she wants? She can wear what she wants. She can say whatever she wants just as well as her man or the men in her life can say whatever they want. They can act however they want. They can give you whatever advice that they want. It doesn't mean that you have to listen to it. So the issue is not her wearing what she wants. She can wear what she wants and it's not a problem for her. But just like you said earlier, what some men may be okay with, some men may not be. What she may think is not a slutty outfit, somebody else may, so it's just a matter of communication. Like you seem to be, it's only a problem if the person that you're with tells you it's a problem. If
Right.
you would if you with somebody that's saying please dress
Gotta
like
play
that,
that
it's not
video
a
before we
problem.
dig this in China, dog. We gonna dig this motherfucker to China if you don't play that goddamn video.
Yeah, thank you for doing that, Honey Wise. Yeah, six balls going off. I love you, six balls, but Honey Wise, you right on point. This video is viral, and actually, six balls might even have more to say about this because this is right in line with what we're talking about. Former NBA star Joe Smith and his wife. He just found out his wife had a secret OnlyFans, and we're joined by an illustrious guest. And I got to hear from Von Bryan first, but I'm going to play the video. It's only 2 minutes and 9 seconds, but I'm going to have to stop it at some point. Former NBA player Joe Smith, a multimillionaire, beyond the 6 feet, six pack, all of this other stuff, the arbitrary list that they say. High value man. And he found out that his wife has a secret OnlyFans. What?
Stupid, yo. I can't
Wait,
believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keith. I'm telling you, yo, that's fucked up.
Wait, no. Calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just.
So hold on, my bad. She said he didn't know. Actually, bro, let me just play it.
Stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out.
that's
Pull it
crazy.
up. I'm gonna try to pull it up this other way because then that way I'll be able to pause it and I won't have to replay it. But Von Bryant, while I'm pulling it up, I'm gonna just set you up and then you can say that. Not only did he not know that she had an OnlyFans page, she start recording him when he found out about it. So Mr. Bryan, I'm for sure you're familiar with the site OnlyFans, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So you can go ahead and just give a brief introduction to what you heard, and then I'm gonna play the rest of the video.
Okay, well, greetings to everybody on the panel. It's a little late for the old man, but nevertheless, I'm still up here. But I did want to comment on a couple of things prior when we were talking about the cartoon illustration.
Got you.
But,
Yeah, go
but I can
ahead.
come back. I can come back to that. But this here, what you just showed, oh man, that's just crazy. I mean, what are you doing on OnlyFans? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Are you doing a cooking show, or like, as my wife, as my woman, how are you putting yourself out there? That's my question. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. So let's see what she got to say for herself. It's
And,
only
and,
2 minutes
wait a
and 9.
minute. What a way to learn this information. You see what I'm saying? That's just kind of bogus right there.
Yeah. And then if he was to say, you know what, I'm done with you and divorce her, he would get drugged through the ringer right now.
Wow.
It's yeah. Which is kind of like why Will Smith don't want to divorce Jada, but let's commence.
Dang, I was gonna say something. Go ahead.
Just finding out you got an OnlyFans page.
I'm gonna just play a little bit and I'm gonna go straight to you, Mr. Best.
Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keith. I'm telling you, yo, that's fucked up.
Wait, no. You're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
He said you couldn't even talk to me before you did it. So he's mad, but he sound like he probably wouldn't even considered it. But he's like, you went behind my back. And then she just totally dismissed him. No, you're not going to say that. It's not fucked up. So basically she's saying what she did was okay. It's justified. She didn't do anything wrong. Okay.
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So, I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad at you just finding out about it.
Why the hell you guys take this to social media?
Why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
What, bro?
Well, let me quickly answer that right there. Her body, her choice. Well, you choose not to be with me then, if that's the case. You see what I'm saying? Because your body belongs to God, number one, and you're not honoring it by the way you're putting it out there. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. I'm supposed to sit here and be okay with you having an OnlyFans page. God knows what you're doing on there. I don't know because I haven't seen it, but I'm just saying I know what they do on there.
And it doesn't matter what obviously she's doing something nefarious, because why, if she had a cooking show, why wouldn't you tell your husband like, hey babe, look, man, I got a cooking show in here, it's popping, right? She wanted to keep it secretive for a reason, and now she's trying to say, well, I'm not wrong for keeping it secret. And then she's saying my body, my choices. So once again, how far are we willing to go that? So if he goes and smashes some other chick and says, you feel me?
My dick, my choice.
Come on. What's the difference?
Yeah, well, see, you can't do that, right? That's a double standard now.
Mr. Best, before I go on, go ahead, rock out.
I mean, if you go, I'm gonna say this. And salute to Mr. Bryant, salute to Watts, salute to my man Johnson. Different, see y'all all in the building, and 3 I see you.
What's up, 84?
Yeah. So
What up, man?
what's going on? I'm gonna say this, man. Either when you're dealing with women in America, either if you want them to have a high, moral standard, either you're gonna have to find a woman that's really like that. You know what I'm saying? Or 9 times out of 10, if you're dealing with just a regular American woman. You know what I mean? If you ain't willing to kick them to the curb, and you know what I mean, you still want to be with her, then you got to kind of have like a little inner pimp or player in you. I just got to keep it G, because you know what I mean. If she's gonna be doing shit like that, then you gotta get if you want to still be with her, you gotta go into pimp player mode. All right, you want to do this OnlyFans? Okay, cool. How much money you making on this? You know what I'm saying? How much we pulling in? Okay, you gonna do that? Well, then you gonna do this too. You know what I mean? Maybe you should do some adult entertainment too. I mean, you may have to pimp her out if you're gonna be with her. I mean, I hate to say it, but I just got to keep it real. Like, that's just what it is. Or you kick her to the curb, and you look for a woman that has a high moral standard that you're looking for. Understand this though. The ones that have a high moral standard are few and far in between. Like it's gonna take you some research to find somebody that really has those morals and standards and traditional, and she don't do this and that, and she want to dress proper and all that. That's a very small class of women. It's not a big class. You know what I mean? So understand that. You know what I
Mr.
mean?
Bass, what if he thought she was that?
Yeah,
But that's
I
what I'm
would.
saying. You always gotta have that. You always gotta have either that inner pimp mode or you gotta kick it to the curb. It's one or the other. Ain't no other choice. Either you're gonna be a pimp and play about this, or she gotta go.
That's
Either way,
But see, then
that's just
again,
what it
when when
is.
when when you phrase it, when you phrase it that way,
I thought it was cheaper
brother
to keep her though.
yeah, brother 84, when you phrase it that way, see, now that speaks a lot to your character. You see, what business of it is yours to pimp a female out? What does that say about your character? See, that's just not a choice. Now, for me, I'm just saying, because you are right, some men do choose to exploit the women, you know, and pimp them as you call it. But that speaks now we're speaking to your character now. And you know, opposite from what her character is. So
But that's if you choose.
now you
That's
got
if
two
you choose to
now you got
be.
two now you got two people in a messed up situation.
But that's if you choose to be
What
with a
does it
woman like
profit
that.
you? But
That's
my
if you choose to
question
be
is,
with a woman like that. I'm not
don't
choosing to be with a woman
right.
like that. I'm kicking
No,
it
no,
to the
no. I'm not
curb.
saying you are. I'm not saying you are. But I'm just saying, what does it profit you?
well.
What does that
I
profit
mean, it
the
might, it might,
family?
it
How does
might
that
be a
profit
lot.
the nuclear family?
If he
That's my
take
question.
not to
But
cut,
some, oh,
I just want to
Go
say,
ahead, John.
yeah, not to cut you off, but just to kind of explain where Mr. Best coming from, because if you peep, she said, well, she got needs, and basically, as far as like financial, like, well, you haven't been taking care of me the way that I want to be taken care of, or this and that. So that's where the financial part comes in, because obviously he's the breadwinner, he's the ex NBA player. I'm pretty sure she's living in his house. Um, but like she's saying, that's not enough. So she,
Because she has to
besides,
depend on his money, right?
yeah,
She has to say, "Hey, could I get this? Could you buy me this?"
right. So besides her doing that, and him having to, look out in that form, right? She's still on the under, going behind his back and still trying to get that extra cheese in. But it's like, okay, the money that he's got, he's sharing it. He's looking out and providing for her with it. But the money that she's getting, that's supposed to just be hers.
Well,
So it's like,
hold on a second. Hold on a second. So you're saying that she can't go out if that is the case, and she needs a few more finances. That she can't go out and work at Denny's, or she can't be a nurse,
yeah,
or she
yeah,
can't
but
do something that is respectable. I'm
no,
just saying.
she can. No, she can. But I'm saying she chose to make an OnlyFans and basically slut herself out on the under, without telling this guy.
Yeah, that's
So
not. Yeah,
that's not cool. But
yeah.
that's why I understand where Mr. Best is saying, like, okay, well, if he's going to continue to deal with her, because it's a relationship, right? So it's like, okay, well, look, if I'm going to be okay with this, the only way I can see it being reasonable, even though it's wrong, I'm not saying it's right, but if we're in this situation and this is where we're at with it, what makes you think that I'm finna be busting my bank account and you still gonna be out here busting it open and you not kicking nothing back? Come on now, like that don't make no sense. And it's like, okay, it's not. I'm not saying it's right to pimp her out. I'm not saying that. But if she's hoeing and she's your wife, what is
man, you
what?
gotta collect the taxes, man. You just gotta say it like
Yeah,
that.
That
yeah.
just don't pocket.
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me say this real quick. I look, man. We gotta be cutthroat about this, right? It's obviously, man, like this woman don't have no talent or probably no skill. I mean, yeah, you could work in IHOP and certain restaurants, but people are lazy. They want things like the quick way, the fast lane. It's like, okay, you may say, well, you gonna have some dudes like, slinging crack or whatever, or doing whatever type of thing around the corner. It's the same equivalent to like some of these lazy women, right? That sign themselves up to OnlyFans. It's lucrative. It's easy. You don't have to do much. All you have to do is pretty much. Matter of fact, some of them, look, man, you could probably just show like a couple of feet, and you'll find a bunch of people that has like foot fetishes and all that. It's just easy for them to make money passively without them actually doing like the hard work, the labor into it. Plus, especially if you've been like married to this dude for years, X amount of years, and he's always been providing for you, and you never have to lift a finger ever in your life like that, then of course that's the first thing that's going to come to your mind. It's like, how I'm going to get this quick, easy money, but instead of doing it for your family, you're doing it for yourself. And then this goes back in correlation to like why Mr. Best is saying that, look, you know, like you got two choices as a man. You know, if you're trying to do things the moral way, then you need to just like, you know, cut her loose, you know, and cut her funds, you know, or just deal with like the court system, pay her a little half and make sure, you know, she go away. Or if you don't really care about the morals like that and it's not that much of a concern, then you really need to pimp that hoe out, you know, and you need to charge her those husband taxes because you've been putting your work in, you've been busting your ass, and now she's on OnlyFans and she's not trying to share you the piece of the pie. Hell no, you know. So you got only two options, you know.
I disagree. I just disagree with that concept. But I mean, but I understand where you're coming from. But I just disagree with that concept. You know, why would you want a wife or a mate to be putting themselves out there like that? You know, what is it that you desire?
He didn't want
for the family.
You're missing
kids.
Hold on, wait. Let me say this again, because I think you're missing the point, Vaughn. Right? Like,
okay,
nobody don't like. Okay, so wait, let me say this, right? If I was in that guy's shoes, I would not want a wife like that. Okay, so of course, that's why I said, like, you know, like what Mr. Best said. You literally have those two options. You could just do things the moral way, and you go find someone else, right, that aligns with your morale. But if you're not a morale type of dude, and you're just all about the money, and you see a money-making opportunity, then pimp that to your advantage for your own peace of mind. Those are two options you really do have. Like, you may not look at it, but you do.
Okay, no, I agree with what you said. M3, I agree. You do have two choices, you know, and unfortunately, some men will choose, you know, the pimp route. You see what I'm saying? And I get it, you know, but it's all inappropriate to me.
It is, and I agree with that part too, though. But I don't think so. Well, yeah, a few men would probably do that route. I think a lot of men would probably just cry about it.
Many men.
I got a quick question for Ron before he plays the video again. Earlier in the conversation in the comments, you said you're just old school. So now that we're on to this video, I'm wondering from how you came up and the people that taught you, is a wife supposed to be a housewife, or is she supposed to be going to get extra funds, like based on how you were brought up?
Well, basically, I would say the way that I was brought up is that, you know, you help each other. You see what I'm saying? The man, of course, he goes out to work. He does his part, but at the same time, she works with her hands too. You see what I'm saying? You know, sometimes just based on your education, you may not be able to get a certain position. So that's where the help kicks in. See, when you put your monies together, then you can build together. You know, so I've never had a problem with a woman working. You see what I'm saying? To help meet the finances, to help meet the bills, to help meet. You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't want the brunt of the work to be on her. As a man, I would never really want that. But at the same time, I don't want you just sitting around twiddling your thumbs. You see what I'm saying? Especially if we don't have children. This is a good opportunity for us to work hard and build something together. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of the concept that I grew up under. You know, I didn't really grow up under this concept. Well, the man should work and the woman should stay at home and she should mop and clean and cook. No. I believe that she should do those things, work as well, do all of that. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been married 21 years and my wife has done all of that. She's cooked, cleaned, up, and worked. You see what I'm saying? And she didn't have a problem with it. And there were times when I had to mop, clean, and cook. See? So, I mean, hey, relationships are a little bit different, But when you look at the surface of what we're talking about right now, man, it's very outlandish. You see what I'm saying? You have an OnlyFans page. How devastating of news would that be to me when I think that you're on the up and up and you out here hoeing in social media? That's whorish behavior. So I just put it that way.
Mr. Bryant, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not saying that's something that like everybody's saying, that's not saying that's something that a man should do. But we just gotta live in reality, man. Like in reality, like this is just what it is, man. Like the modern women out here move a certain way. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them move a certain way. And when they move in this way, you either got two choices. Either you're gonna let them go, or you're gonna have to, you know what I mean? Do that other route. I'm not saying that's right or wrong.
Right, and I agree.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's just where it's at, unfortunately.
Well, I don't disagree with that. What you said, I don't disagree with it. I just feel that like it speaks more about your character when you choose the latter. You see what I'm saying? I would rather not be with you than to be a part. You see what I'm saying? Of exploiting you. That's just not that's not a good look for my character. You see?
If he try to get a divorce, then he's subject to her taking half his fortune. You know what I'm saying? And she's still gonna be doing the same thing. So it's like,
now that's a chance you have to take.
Is it really exploitation if it's a collaboration?
Well, if it's a collaboration, then it is exploitation. Because I look at it on another end. I look at it on a spiritual side too. See, because now the enemy is exploiting you and you're allowing him to do that. You see what I'm saying? I don't just only look at naturally. I don't look at things only natural. I look at them natural and spiritual. You're being exploited. Yeah. Putting you out there just like that. You are whole.
You right about that, right? But she also told him, she said, well, you knew how I was when you got with me.
Yeah, see, now that's
hold on, let me play the video, John.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad at you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
I'm your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
solution. You knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
I knew that. Thought that I would never have to go back.
Wow. Well, she's a tramp, and he made a mistake.
Hey, if y'all remember earlier in the chat, I had the little hand raise emoji, and I said, "Victim, I'm a victim blamer." See, shit like this is why I blame the victim, bro. You knew she was bopping. She probably fucked everybody on the team, but he decided to marry her.
So you saying this one is more on Joe than a hoe?
It is.
This is his fault. It's his fault. This is his fucking fault. You knew what I was when you met. Like, come on, dog. You knew she was bopping.
Yeah,
she was. You tried to
she checkmated him with that.
Yeah, you know why she said?
Come on, dog.
Another backstory to that is she's saying that to hint that they're saying she used to be a porno star before she got with him. So she was really well known. Like even she was getting down before OnlyFans even came about. So
oh shit.
Hey, and then he did kind of acknowledge it because he was like, yeah, back then. But hold on, this only 1 minute and 4 seconds. Let me play the rest. Hold up.
You knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
I
knew that.
Thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again.
Beforehand, but no.
I would never have to go back. Like, what was you doing?
Go back to the streets.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it
Everything.
hasn't.
No, it had to. I had
Obviously,
to do something.
it hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing
Can I?
stuff like this.
Man.
You still
Still
out
out
there showing you.
still.
On
That's the key
camera.
word.
You act
Oh,
like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done.
Oh
How
man.
many jobs does she
what?
have?
Jobs.
So
I
I
hope
got
I
something
don't
Stop the
extra
go
because the
cap.
back to
fans be breaking me
slaying.
off. What the fuck?
It don't matter what they
Stop
breaking you
the
off. It's the
cap.
disrespect that comes with it.
What
You
disrespect?
couldn't.
She said they breaking them off. So, like, I know Mr. Brian and others find this immoral, but now she's kind of bragging like I'm getting broke off. But like, is any of this money going to the household?
Come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well we're talking
Yeah, I
about
agree,
it
Six
now.
Boss.
I
She a
had to
So,
find
trip.
out on the fly.
all right then. But now, okay.
No,
So
See,
wait.
and
I
I'm
had to
still
find
not
out on the
blaming
fly.
her. I'm still not blaming her.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay.
Hold on, let me respond to this
Yes,
comment.
so
That's bad.
Take the recording heard off, man.
Okay.
whatever. I've been doing what I have to do. Period. Like that's bottom line. That's what it is.
Hold on, let me respond to this comment. Yeah, she was a corn star. Um, pretty much when he met her. So basically, he tried to do like one of those things, like where you try to turn a hoe into a housewife, and eventually, like a dog returns back to his bone. You know, so the streets where he found her, the streets is where she's going to go. But in this case, now the accountability is going to be more on him because you are acknowledging that you met this person and this person was in that certain type of way. So then, anytime when I hear a guy that talks about you want a woman that has high morale, you want a good submissive church woman, but then what you have is the total opposite. Now it's like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? It's like it's no wonder why like well, I'm not gonna say all right, but it's no wonder why some of these women feel liberated to do the things that they do of today because you're choosing them. This is all on him. This is his fault. So just like Will Smith choosing someone that is bad for his marriage, his family, or whatever, that's on you, bro. And you don't. I mean, I can't say check that. You chose that. You chose wrong intentionally. So that's all I gotta say, man. That's on him, bro. So if he should have known a piece of that world, or no, which that world comes with her. Healing and therapy is all great, but triggers happen. Again, we don't know what he did or didn't do in the relationship. I'm not standing up for her though, just saying.
No, she definitely standing up for it right there because you trying to leave the window open. Where we already said he was in the wrong because he the one that chose her. But
Mm-hmm.
that's still not giving her the okay just because obviously she gave the false pretense that that was in the past and she changed and this and that. But like she said, well, I thought I was never gonna have to do these things again and this and that. So like you say, yeah, people do have triggers and all that, but you
But
know.
actually, this goes back to a point that Mr. Best kind of inadvertently made earlier about the capitalism and stuff, right? This dude, Joe Smith, once again, bro, most people don't know anyone that made it to the league and that has the height and the physical ability to make it to the league. So the dude is already like a unicorn in that regard. High value man, has millions of dollars. Maybe he don't have as much money as he used to have. Um, but still he's doing better than most people that and stuff. And still, that's not good enough. Why? Because she's seeing all of these shows that floss this materialistic stuff. And unfortunately, I'll specifically speak about Black women based on my experience. Some of them do, and the men do it too, where they believe the white man's ice is colder. So you want to try to get closer to what they have, right? Well, these white women are driving around in these cars, so I should be entitled to that. And I should have this size ring. And I should have this size house. But it's like, look, you got a man that's providing everything for you, but it's not good enough for you. You're consumed by this materialistic device and stuff, and she wants to thought it up to be able to, because when she's getting that money, what else is she getting? It's not like she's getting more properties and investing more into the family. She wants things for her individual person.
She got mad jobs on top of that.
Come on now, mad jobs, but clearly those jobs ain't
Stop in the
paying
chat.
much. Yeah, because you got so many jobs, yet you have to turn to OnlyFans.
Six Boss says she's human.
Oh, really?
She is human. She is
You know,
human,
people use
and
that,
she
that
she
Yeah.
ethics
makes a
all the
mistake,
time, man. They use
and
that
all
kind
of
of
that.
you
Hey,
know.
what about the guys that be sagging their pants though? I guess they're human too, right?
They are human. Look,
She's
man. To me, in looking at this, to me, this looks like something that I seen growing up, where it was basically a man that would say, "The finance is my responsibility. Shut the fuck up and don't worry about it." And as soon as that man, that same dude that'll stand up and say, "The finances is my responsibility. Shut the fuck up. I'll worry about it." As soon as he fall off just a little bit, you was talking too much shit in the beginning when you was up. Now that you down bad and you need help, now she gonna talk her shit back. That's just what it looked like to me. You was talking all that shit because B-Eazy was saying, you know what I'm saying, like the whole keeping up with the Joneses thing. Some of that was him. Like he's an NBA player. He just got a new contract. He about to go get a Benz, so he gonna get her a Benz too. He bought a big house, so he bought her mama a big house, bought her his mama a big house. Like he was probably doing too much. Instead of him standing on his square and saying, "No, we're not about to get a new Benz. We're gonna save this money. We got to invest in the future." All this other kind of shit. Instead of him making the right play, he was trying to keep up with the Joneses, which gave her a certain lifestyle, which made her believe
Hmm.
that I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get OnlyFans. Now,
Hey,
and
Yeah.
none of what I said,
right.
none of what I said was to save her. None of what I said was to save her from the fact that she was sneaking and geeking. She did some bullshit on the slide behind his back without telling him because she knew if she said something to him, he would lose his fucking mind if she said something to him. She knew that shit. It's not to absolve
Hmm.
her of her lying bullshit. I'm just saying that when dudes do certain shit, you set women up to do bullshit behind your back like that.
Correct. Because
They-
a woman, sometimes women are a reflection of what the man does.
yeah. Um, and hold on, Mr. Best, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and chime in on there because we gonna try to wrap it up in like the next 20 minutes or so, but want to hear your perspective.
Hey man, look, the moral of the story is, man, hey, if you ain't ready for them, man, leave these hoes alone, all right? That's just the moral of the story. If you ain't ready to be out here and dealing with the hoes, just leave them alone, man. Leave them alone. But understand, man, when you're dealing with these modern women, you're gonna have to deal with a whole bunch of stuff that you probably would never think you have to deal with. And that's just really the truth about it. But there are some great and incredible, beautiful women out here, man, who actually really, 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 are trying to do the right thing, who really want to, build a man up and build a family and all that. And salute to those women, man. You know what I mean? Let the hoes be the hoes, man. And it just is what it is, man. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That's where it's at. You know what I mean? You leave a dog alone, give a dog a bone, she found her way home. And that's just what it is. With that, I'm out.
Thank you, Mr. Best, and cool. And then M3 has to cut out too, so I guess we can go ahead and start wrapping it up. So M3, just give some closing remarks before you get up out of here, bro. And thanks for stopping through.
No, yeah, anytime, man. Uh, anyways, let me go back to six balls comment real quick. Yeah, like I said before, like the woman is a direct reflection, what the man does. Although both are held equally accountable for their actions, but yeah, I mean, if you're the type of dude, right, that's all about like, hey, trying to put your money into like something that's gonna be beneficial, like in the long term, versus trying to be flashy for the short term, your woman's gonna emulate that. She's not gonna be thinking about OnlyFans or trying to get this amount of money or that amount of money. She's gonna think about, hey, okay, what can I do? Maybe I could get into like a startup company. Maybe I could open up a restaurant or something. One of those type of things. If you're in like that type of tax bracket. But anyways, um, great conversation. Uh, definitely love the video reaction to it, and Six Boss, thank you for your comments as well too. Appreciate you, and you know everybody, don't forget to follow B-Eazy's channel. Follow like Six Boss's channel too, like on Twitch, and Johnson Different as well too. Check out his flows as well. Check out 100 Watts. He be on there like on Twitch and on YouTube as well too. He love those that love him. And salutes to Knowledge Relationships other moderator Von Bryan. So again, guys, have a good night. Um, Definitely dope conversation indeed. And yeah, looking forward to the next one. Hopefully we'll see Riggs again, man, on the next show.
Yes, sir. So for sure, we gonna set it up M3. So thanks for filling in, Brody. Appreciate you.
No problem. All right.
And I'm gonna go through because he has seniority to Mr. Bryan, and I'm gonna hold on before I do that. I'm gonna pull this up so you can give your proper final closing remarks because I know you wanted to touch on this imagery. So speak on this, Mr. Bryan, and tie it all into your closing remarks. Take it away.
Well, I would like to just say definitely, I appreciate the platform tonight. Way past my bedtime, but nevertheless, I'm still up. I have about probably 30 more minutes before I turn in. But yeah, when it comes to this image right here, it's kind of sad to me because a lot of these young ladies don't understand that, the way they carry themselves speaks a lot about their character. You see what I'm saying? And I live in Los Angeles. They have a street called Figueroa. And if any of you know about Figueroa, it's a street that is infiltrated with prostitution. And and they dress a certain way and they look a certain way and they put on certain type of clothes. They wear a certain kind of wig and eyelashes. They have certain fingernails and all of this stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? And so you know them when you see them. If you drive down the street, you know a hoe when you see a hoe. You see what I'm saying? So why would you portray yourself in that way and be surprised when somebody approaches you that way? You see what I'm saying? And the brother, yet he was sitting in the chair and, doing his own thing. Perhaps he wasn't going to the party, but at the same time, I would have checked my wife too. Wait, hold on. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to the Halloween party. Well, who are you going as? Because you don't need to step out like that. I can see your camel toe. Your whole ass is exposed. What? Come on now. There's a lot of crazy people out here. Why would you put yourself in harm's way like that? And a lot of these young women, they don't think that way, because they're very selfish, So yeah, inappropriate dress. And about the young lady with the video that we see, man, the OnlyFans thing, listen, these hoes are not loyal at all. Because you see what I'm saying? They have an agenda. And their agenda is to hold. And if that's what you like, then that's what you get. And with that, I digress.
Man, you was spitting on that one, Mr. Brian. You delivered a nice little concise sermon on that one. Shout out to Mr. Brian. And I know it's past your bedtime, so I'm gonna let you go. But bruh, insight was invaluable, even though, if we have different minds, I think we agree on like 99% of the things, bro. So I definitely love when you come through, because I know it's well past your bedtime. So I am very gracious for you to stop by, Mr. Bryant.
Yes, sir. Peace and blessings, man.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
100 watts, take it away, bro.
So, look, man, everybody ain't him. Some of y'all just don't got it. If you don't got it, be okay with being by yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, if your shorty is wearing that costume to leave the house, if you're doing it the right way, it won't be a surprise to you. If you are surprised by the shit that your shorty is wearing for Halloween, then that means that you are either not communicating enough or not paying enough attention. That's just my personal opinion. Because if you were communicating enough, or if you were paying enough attention, she would already know whether that something like that was like, if you were comfortable with some shit like that. If you him and you got it like that, if you communicating the way you need to and you holding down your responsibilities and all of that the way that you need to, you'll be able to stand in it and not be surprised by that. And if you are in a situation where you are surprised by that, hey, my man, that's a sign to something to come in the future. But you can ignore it if you want to, because you only worry about getting the box right now. So, for those of y'all that ain't him, be okay with being by yourself, figure your shit out, and then make your play from there. Because otherwise, you gonna get you. Yeah, you gonna get played just like the rest. NBA player. If an NBA player got played like that, you will too. Cause you work in the post office, you gonna get played too. No disrespect. Just get your shit together.
Shout out to 100 watts. That was a powerful message. If Joe Smith, a high value man, is getting played and you ain't even a mediocre man, what do you think is going to happen to you? And that's no disrespect. It's just a reality check. You know what I mean? And don't write a reality check that you know is going to bounce. So, Mr. Sin Different, go ahead. Take it away. Closing remarks, bro.
Yeah, man. Shit. Excuse my cousin. It's hard to follow up, man. They didn't say it. That man, they took the words out of my mouth. But in these times, bro, it's like you gotta be able to call a spade, man. And like one of the brothers said before me, you shouldn't even be surprised with that type of situation. Like you got to make smarter decisions, especially being a man, because we're able to visualize and see steps ahead. So if you know somebody's background prior and you know how they was getting down before you met them, regardless of if they try to tell you they changed and they reformed and this and that, you got to know what's in their nature. So it shouldn't come such a surprise to you. And a lot of us, bro, y'all got to think for y'all be tying that knot, man. Y'all want to put a ring on it so fast, man, and try to make a housewife. And it's like, bro, you know, um,
But ain't that what society tell you? Because you can't have kids out of wedlock. Otherwise,
otherwise, what?
your kid's going to go into the school to prison pipeline.
I'm pretty sure it's plenty of people in the prison pipeline that can't marry, bro. I got family members, bro. They got mamas and daddies, bro. They didn't been to the pen. I ain't never been to the pen.
Hey, that dude, the dude that just shot up in Maine that had killed 22 people. He had both his parents.
bro. So that, you know what I mean? We gotta stop trying to these little stereotypes, bro. I'm done, bro. He said, "Oh man, man, look, bro, we in 2023, man. This anything goes, man. Like we was talking about, man. Being a whore and sluttish, that's the normal. Like, be sexy, be a hot girl, be a city girl. You know what I'm saying? Be everything but a God fearing, obedient woman. Is what they want you to be. So, you just got to be aware out here, man, and you know, don't put all your eggs in one hat, man. A lot of people seem like they are simply living to score a relationship, man, and I feel bad for a lot of them, bro, because it's like when you got to leave here, you're gonna have to leave here by yourself. So it's like at the end of the day, you can't base your whole life based off of how your relationship is gonna be, this and that, because it's like, bro, look at how it be turning out a lot of the times. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't set yourself up for failure. Make smarter decisions. Be a better judgment of character. And personally, I analyze the game, bro. Like, I just be learning from situations like this. And I'm not saying that this particular situation makes me look at somebody that I'm dealing with a certain type of way. I'm not saying that, but I'm always aware that things happen, man. I didn't see people change, like
Yeah, you just ain't gonna be super oblivious to that. And also when you giving advice to someone, because it's a lot of young men too, just like, John's indifferent, you think I should get married? I have 18-year-olds to say this the love of their life. My mom, I've been with this girl since the 8th grade. I want to marry her at 20. Like, and then they asking Johnson different, what you think?
I'm like,
And,
no, I'm like,
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
I
I
say,
would
I
say,
say, give it the test of time, bro.
yeah.
Look. I'm gonna tell you something real, right? Always give it the test of time, because people make decisions based off when they on the up and ups, but they ain't went through that downward spiral, bro. Everything that goes up got to come down. You're not gonna always be, the number one draft pick. You're not gonna always be the hottest rapper in the game. You're not gonna always be, the
But hold on, John. This is that was the response. Just like you said, you ain't always gonna be the hottest. That's why they say you got to strike when the iron is hot. So they saying it should only take you about 6 months to know if you want to marry the chick or not. You feel me? So
who the hell is they?
I'm saying society.
Who is getting married in 6 months, bro? That's crazy. That's why it's 70% divorce rate right now, bro. You telling me 6 months you married?
I'm saying
Man,
that
look, look,
the Christian evangelical values.
man. Christian people is cheating, and they getting divorces, bro. They doing all kind of shit. Man, look, bro. They doing
America is supposed to be a Christian country.
yo America. Oh man, look now. We the podcast gonna extend on that though. I ain't gonna even get into. We can't even get into that, nigga. How did America become America? Like, bro, what? We ain't gonna go there. But no, I get what you're saying, right? But I'm just being real though, bro. Like, man, this fairy tales about, just you meet somebody, fall in love, and the Cinderella glass slipper shit. Man, like, come on, man. It's 2023, man. We see what's
You
going
don't
on out
believe
here,
that
man.
was prophesied?
Man, these bras out here satanic. These dudes too.
Not a
I
sign.
ain't, man, they out here satanic, man, for real on a high level. Like, you know what I mean? You got these bro, they playing for keeps too. Like, you seen how she was looking into the camera. She was like, it's almost like she was promoting her OnlyFans. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I
Damn.
wouldn't be. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
because
be
why did she
surprised if
have to
this.
record it, right? This one's stupid viral. Now everybody asking like, hey, bro, where can I find her OnlyFans at? Like people want to
Yeah,
see her
because
getting
I didn't
down
even
now.
know. I Yeah, because I didn't even know that she used to get down with the the urinal industry beforehand. And then once I started looking up more into it, and I'm seeing in the comments, they're like, yeah. Bro, she was back when, remember the old school Mr. Marcus, and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, she been
Bro, when
like
Pinky when Pinky was
she was before Pinky, bro.
bro,
She
what?
was getting down. She's before Pinky, bro. I promise, bro. She was before Pinky. She was getting down with the old school Mr. Marcus and the
Wesley
I don't remember.
Pipes.
damn near before Wesley, damn near. Well, she for sure, she from that era, bro. She before
Bro,
Pinky, so
before West.
yeah, bro. She's a real veteran. You know what I'm saying? That's why she got at him. Like now, I'm starting to see. Like she like, well, you knew what I was before. He like, yeah, before. Like, bro, what?
Bro,
Like
she
this
was a
dude.
real star.
Yo, she was a yeah, man. She get it. They say she got over 50 flicks, bro.
Bro, what's her name? Cuz I gotta find her.
I just seen it on Reddit. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Let me see, cause the bro
I seen it on Reddit. Her
Joe
name.
Smith.
I'm gonna tell
I'm
you,
gonna type Joe Smith porno wife and see if something come up.
bro. I'm telling you. I DM it to you. Hold on.
Her name is Keisha
That's
Keisha
not. That's not her.
Chavez.
That's not her film name, though.
Or her film name is Yasmin Pendavis. What?
That's it. That's
Bro,
it, bro.
what?
That's it. They say she got like 50 flicks. But I said, oh yeah, she's a veteran for real. He was out here.
Ah,
He was tripping.
okay, yeah. So let me put this in the back chat for 100 watts. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Hey, yeah, man. Bro, it's wild. It's crazy out here. But like,
Crazy.
it's crazy out here, bro. So I don't know, man. I just say, man, don't put all your eggs in one hat, man. And you gotta let nature take its course, man. People gonna show you who they is eventually. So don't all that 6 month stuff and no, don't do that, bro. Make them stand the test of time, bro. Let them just see. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna happen, man. You could go bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? You could lose your house. Anything can
Your
happen. So
health,
yeah, you gonna go
right?
through a hard time. Hey, look, for me, bro, I'm keeping it real. I'd rather get married at the end of it versus get married at the beginning of it and then go through hard times and now I got to get a divorce because I'm not I don't if I feel like I really want to marry you I feel like we got to work it out no matter what. I'm not getting no divorce, so I got to be real careful, bro. And all that just because they say like you supposed to be married before you have kids. I know they say that, but bro, we in different times now, bro, and things happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the tradition, because that's what they try to say is the problem with society now, that too many kids out of wedlock, and not of people believing in God. They took God out the schools, like that's what they're trying to say. But once again, you can have all the Bibles, but it's like if people ain't gainfully employed, you ain't able to provide for your family. Like, what
Yeah,
is having a Bible and you know what I mean? Or let's just say you're married to your wife with a Bible, but you living in a podunk town where you have no means. Like, is
bro, let's keep
God
it
gonna
real.
come?
And B, let's keep it real. What type of women do we really be seeing in the church, bro? It's sinners, bro. Ain't nobody just cause they it's Bible and y'all go to church, bro. That don't mean nothing. It's sinners in the church, bro. They trying to get forgiven. Ain't nobody perfect in the church, man. There's plenty of females out here, where I'm from, that's getting down, and they be going to the church. I'm not saying I don't know if they still be getting down, but I know that me growing up, because I used to go to church, as a kid, growing up, and just the females that went there that I used to be seeing, and then learning about their lifestyles later on, it was like, oh, well, okay. But like the sixth boss, I think her name was, said, people human. I ain't judging nobody, bro, because I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just saying, like, as far as when it comes to picking a wife or you trying to pick a husband, whatever, vice versa with this relationship stuff, bro, you gotta be careful, man. Like, ain't nobody gonna be perfect, but you gotta weigh your demons. It's like what kind of demon you want to deal with. You got people. I done seen shows where a lady addicted to licking deodorant. She eating deodorant sticks. I done seen stuff to where people was hoarders. They don't want to throw stuff away. I done seen stuff to where people don't want to take shower. It's all different types of. Somebody gonna have some type of character flaw, right? But it's like, or how much can you handle? You know what I'm saying? That's how I rate people. Cause you not perfect, I'm not perfect, right? I'm pretty sure I do something that you can't is irritating to you, and you gonna do something that's irritating to me. But it's like how irritating is like it can't be too outlandish, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not saying your breath stink, but I'd rather have a homie that got stanky breath than a homie that, be harassing little kids on some pedo stuff, or so like some crazy or like a rapist partner or something like you know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that it's like, what are you willing to deal with? And a lot of and nowadays, like with being a slut or dressing slutty or whatever, that's being the norm. If you're able to deal with that, then you go ahead. Kudos to you. But I'm not. I'm not rocking out like that. Like we ain't kicking cans and holding hands, and you out here with OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like that just ain't finna work. But I ain't knocking the OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? I'm just knocking the people that's just not being upfront with it, laying all down on the table, and then at the same time, dude for just acting like he was just oblivious to the whole thing. You knew she had 50 scenes with all these different corn stars and all these different types. So I don't know, man. Maybe at this point they just trying to advertise their OnlyFans. They trying to cash in. This kind of seems like a little.
Little Adam 22-ish, right?
Yeah, bro. Like the way he just, got his back turned, acting like he don't
Then
know
it
shit.
went stupid viral, and he was like, back then. So it's like,
It's kind of like a script. It kind of seems scripted, bro. It's kind of unbelievable. It's like, man, come on, man. She got that many movies, and you acting like there's no way, man. Come on, bro. You're a retired NBA player. You ain't going to practice every day, and you at home with her. So come on,
yeah.
bro.
And now the skits seem realer and realer because I know you seen that viral cheesesteak skit, right?
What?
The chick was saying, I mean the cheesecake. She's saying, something about a date. She told the date to drop her off because he tried to take her to the cheesecake
Oh yeah,
factory.
yeah, 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 yeah. I seen that. That bro
That,
was straight.
but that turned out to be a skit.
Oh, that wasn't real.
That's what I'm trying to say,
Oh
bro.
yeah, man. They just
They
trying to go viral, bro.
yeah, but it did go viral.
I
So they
thought that was real.
bro, they put in a lot into the acting and all the
You
stuff.
sent
So now
you sent me that.
I know. And then they just made a recent video saying that it wasn't real.
Okay, man.
But but what was real was a bunch of thirsty thoughts making their own list talking about, have you seen the list that chicks been
Seen
putting?
it, bro. It was everywhere you could take them to. They was like, it's not cool.
No. Park, no. Church,
Food,
no. Denny's, no. I'm like,
the cheesecake. You know how expensive the Cheesecake Factory is? Like, bro, who is? Hey, this what I'm
who
tripping
was
on,
turning
bro.
down Cheesecake Factory?
Hey, bro, the Cheesecake Factory expensive, bro. I don't, and I'm like, it's like we got excuse me, we have a collapsing economy right now. Who in the hell? It's like, bro, what world is people living in? We all in the United States, bro. We lose the dollar losing value by the day. We sending billions of dollars out of different countries, all this shit. Bro, what is wrong with people talking about, oh, you can't take me here for this, and this is low value, and this is, man, what? These same chicks that be buying 4 for 4s from Wendy's talking about you can't
Bruh.
take them to a cheesecake.
Remember Applebee's? Like chicks used to take you to Applebee's, Chili's, bro. Olive Garden. Chicks used to be excited about Olive Garden. Now they like
Man,
Olive Garden. Nope. You
and
you
yo,
red
where did this
lobster.
start? Like, I don't see like when this baller air like, because if the economy is collapsing, where's all these ballers coming from? Like, I don't understand, like, how is you balling to these standards where you like, oh no, I turn my nose up at that and I
Bro,
can't.
peep this. 100 Y said he took a chick to Roof Chris and got into an argument on the ride home. They don't appreciate shit.
Man, she man, I ain't gonna leave. I say, but look, bro, it's crazy, bro. Come on, Roof Chris, man, that's top, that's high class. Man, I don't know, bro. It's like these females confused, but I blame these dudes, bro, because y'all enabling them by doing this simp ass shit, bro. Like, God, what are you doing, bro? Just keep giving them 4 for 4s, man. For real, 4 for 4s, man. Matter of fact, don't even. You know what? Just pick them up after they already ate.
Or
Make
for
sure they
four
already ate.
mom. Exactly. Hey,
Make
yeah.
sure they already ate, bro.
Like
We
you
finna
picking me
cater
up like
for
you
'em.
ate already, right? I'm just tapping in to make sure you ate already.
Yeah, okay. Well, where you want to? Hey, let's go chill out at the such and such, man. Meet me over here. We ain't doing all talking about. Oh, yeah, I seen that list, bro, and I really want to know who is the female. I wish Kevin Samuels was here, man, because he really would have went in on that. Like whoever the female was that created that list, I'm just curious who she is, because I'm pretty sure like she don't even meet they never meet the standards that
They
they
never do, right?
it's like, bro.
And that's why they go straight towards blaming the men, because then everybody will get on board with it, and then they never be like, who actually made this list? And then they just start blaming, if a nigga take me here, he broke. I'm like, hold on, what? Like, you let Pookie smash and he didn't take you nowhere, but now if I take you to Cheesecake
Hey,
Factory,
they're
I'm
never
too cheap.
virgins. So the dude that took your virginity was rich. Let's start there. Hey, let's start there. They're never virgins. So whoever's saying this, I wish it was a female here. We're typing comments right now. The dude that took your virginity was some rich billionaire from uh uh um where they be going to
Dubai,
Dubai. You know what I'm saying? And I heard they be doing some crazy
bro,
man.
they be pissing on them.
Wow,
Brown
worse,
showers, golden showers.
worse than man. I didn't heard some. Bro, it's
It's
bad, bro. Like, so I mean, and it's the type of, but they say them Dubai dudes, man, they be giving them like $1,000 dinners and all kind.
yeah.
So if that's the type of date you want, okay, well, you know, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I don't know, but I don't. It's wild, bro. There's so much to say about it, but it's like these are times we living in, bro. Like, folks is what he
Hey,
said.
we gonna have to. He said I had a chick say, "Don't take me to Olive Garden, but we can have a picnic in the public park." So that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like,
Well, well, well. I guess that's more considerate.
it's more considerate, but it's like I'm the one picking you
Taking
up,
from
paying for everything. It's like
hey, I don't. Yeah, it's still kind of like nah, because you trying to control.
in
It's like,
there,
bro, it's
you
man.
trying to
I
control
don't.
the scenario,
It's
and,
like,
and
bro, women is forgetting like y'all supposed to add. Where's the you supposed to be the help? You know what I'm saying? You not the prize like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't feel like that man is worthy of you helping towards his dreams and goal, then don't be with that man.
yeah, it's simple. Like, just don't even try to get you a free food meal. Just be like, no, he ain't the one. He lame. Like, just move on. But you trying to
Right,
get a free meal out of him and try to say he ain't my type. Why'd you accept the meal then?
bro, because that's what these female rap. That's what this era is about breaking these simps. You know what I'm saying? Get them to buy the red bottoms. He gotta be driving this. You only sleeping at this type of hotel. It gotta be you know what I'm saying? Like, man, just so many.
Hey, and peep this, bro. Like, and then remember when you said, like, when did all this baller stuff start? When did all of this extra 6 feet stuff start too? Because now they ain't talking about 6 feet. They talking about he got to be taller than me when I wear heels. So they want 6'2", 6'3", and shit. I'm like, come on. And I
Bro,
was like, bro,
okay,
everybody I knew that had the most chicks ain't even 6 feet.
bro. I didn't had females, bro. Man, I ain't doing way taller, bro. And I didn't have females that told me they standards, and I don't even meet them. So I'm like, what are you? How is this your
That's
standard,
that's my whole
bro?
point. How
They
many chicks
man,
be looking at you like, "Oh, you too skinny," and then it's like next thing
they
you in they
baby daddy,
guts.
baby daddy weigh 100 pounds. You talking about yeah, man? They got to be 250. Man, what? Come on, man. Dudes is hitting, man. Midgets is hitting these bras, man. Like, you feel me? The flavor of love showed you that standards really don't. Man, let's stop, man. Like, come on.
Bro, and he had white ones, thick ones, black ones.
All kinds, bro. So it's like, come on, he got all flavors, bro. He was the flavor of love for real. He had all flavors. But bro, man, I don't be taking these chicks serious, bro. Like, it's just I don't even be responding to it, bro, because they love the women. That's one thing about a woman, bro. They want to go back and forth. They want to argue. They gonna type paragraphs and novels and
Facts.
documentary. I ain't doing all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can do that with one of these sips that feel like you are worthy of trying to convince. To me, they don't even be worthy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on getting where I'm supposed to be in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be, you know what I mean, even stressed out over and over. And that's what I be advising dudes, bro. That's why I really miss Kevin Samuels too, because he was saying some real stuff. Like, bro, as a man, you need to get to where you want to be in life before you even start thinking about dating these broads, bro. Because when you're at the level where you need or want to be, you don't have to worry about, conforming to them. They'll conform to you. And as much as these bros be talking, bro, man, they just be talking, bro. I didn't seen it. Come on, man. I got sisters. I'm not saying my mom or my sisters like this, but I'm just saying, like, I got women in my family. I've been around women my whole life. I know how they actually are versus how they want themselves to be perceived to be. It's two different things, bro. Even these chicks that, the IG models with the million followers and, get all the likes and all this stuff, like, bro, they man, they ain't no different than the other ones, bro. They, and I ain't gonna even keep, because I know some people gonna watch this, and I'm gonna rub them the wrong way. And even though I still be trying to keep it real, but I really could say a lot of stuff, but I ain't trying to just offend everybody, because they just not gonna like me. But at the end of the day, let's just call a spade, man. Y'all be capping. You know what I'm saying? These standards that y'all saying that y'all live by, they don't count. Um, most of y'all, I say
On the internet.
9 to 10 times out of 10, y'all not virgins, and y'all done been with multiple men, and all these multiple men never meet the standards. Not every one of them, at least, don't meet the standards that you say a man got to meet for him to even deal with you. So it's like, man, get out of here, man. I don't, the internet is all make believe. You can put on filters. You could take. I could go act like I live here. You know what I'm saying? I could make it seem like
You
I'm.
can hold a wad of money, you rent a car,
Yeah, all
hold
that.
your partner gun.
All that, bro. So I can't get too pressed about somebody that's typing on some comments, or who are these people, bro? Like, at the end of the day, they just somebody that be pressed. They got something to prove. That's why they feel like they got to try to go so hard at proving a point. If I don't even know you, it's hard for me to really care what you think. I really don't care, bro. Honestly, God no, I don't care what folks be thinking, bro. For real, they tripping. Dude was tripped out though with the little exotic triple X star chick. And I'm glad you brought this up though. This is a good conversation, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to touch in a little bit more on that on the list though. So I'm gonna have 100 watts M3 every the whole gang up here. So
Yeah, Watts. I don't think I ever seen him on here, but I rock with bro. Shout out to 100 Watts.
yeah, 100 watts is a solid dude. Yeah, so we'll definitely do some more stuff, and thank you for stopping by, John, bro. Definitely came through and dropped some gems. You about to work on some projects or what?
Yeah, I've been kind of slacking, but I ain't been slacking. I just been getting like caught up in different stuff. I got a video I'm trying to drop. I've been going back to the lab. I've been out there at DEO 415 in the city. I've been going out there. I got a new project I'm working on, about to drop. Um, I'm always coming up with clothing designs and trying to expand my clothing brands. And we got some films. We trying to, we got some skits, some films we trying to put together. Me and you gotta we gotta come together and drop. So we working, bro. We always working.
For sure, man. So definitely go check out the boy John Sin Different. Follow him, like, share, subscribe, show him some love. And we been up late, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. John Sin Different, Mr. Brian, 100 watts, Mr. Best, Big Rig Slaps, and we about to get up out of here.
私も地元です。と言っても久しぶりです。もう友達できたの？うん。
This promethazine got me leaning like a chumbo in the club. I'm truly deep. I don't be riding solo. Pull some bad bitches, they vanilla and cocoa. They wanna take some photos when we kick it out in Soho. Chicks is showing tits and popping pussy for my promo. Told them like juvenile, baby, move it for me slow mo. Then I'm right back to the block, cause I keep getting moto. I be flipping, not shrinking. I don't give a fuck about no. This nigga name ain't D-Lo, but these bitches stacking this real forever be my stilo. This is B-Eazy Dat Dude. In the trap making pass smooth. If I ever go broke, then I'm about to pull a move. Since a nigga healthy, I don't even gotta worry. With my some Fiji, tandoori and chicken curry. That ism is really in me. My game international. I design my own clothes, so I be always looking fashionable. Here's a couple facts about me that y'all didn't know. Some of y'all be getting bread, but I be getting bigger, dog. I got bigger.
tuned into another installment of Eazily Rigged. B-Eazy Dat Dude, Big Rig slaps 2 of the dopest to ever do it, you feel me? Put some respect on their name.
Eazily rigged is the best thing smoking. You are now tuned into another installment of Eazily Rigged on the Knowledge and Relationships platform. Your viewership and support is immensely appreciated, and for that, we thank you.